Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR.
Welcome to the December 1st, 2019 edition of the One Lane Road podcast featuring Lucas and DK. I am your host, Dustin Kennedy, otherwise known as DK. Otherwise, I said, baby. This big-headed prick across from me.
Otherwise known as
Lucas Hickman, the big-headed, the man with the plan.
The big-headed man.
The flannel. Looking good,
Hey,
baby.
you know what I do? I wear the shit out of some flannel. As a woman told me the other day, I already covered this. Said I look like, I don't know if I did or not, Paul Bunyan. Did I tell you that story?
Well, your beard's not hardly Paul Bunyan-esque.
Yeah. Did I tell you the story, though?
No.
It's,
Hey, I bet our listeners would love to hear it on the December 1st edition of the One Lane Road podcast. First one in 2 weeks.
I was at the store the other day, and there was this woman walking towards the door. The girl goes, "Oh, I hope she doesn't ruin my day. She's always mean to us. She's always mad." I said, "Well, how about them apples?" So I was standing there, and she come in, had my pants tucked down in my boots because it was muddy as hell, had the flannel shirt on and a toboggan. She goes,
Redneck.
"Oh, yeah, for sure." She goes, "Well, you look just like Paul Bunyan." She said, "How tall are you?" And she turned and looked at one of the other girls. She said, "He's real tall, isn't he?" Turned back and said, "How tall are you?" I said, "I don't know. I'm about 13 foot tall, I guess." She said, "Really?" I said,
Oh.
Yeah. She said, "You look just like Paul Bunyan." I said, "Well, hell, you ought to see that blue ox I got outside." She said, "Do you really have a blue ox?" I said, "You damn right I do."
Wow.
Yeah. So I left. I come back at lunch. What time it was? I said, "There wasn't anything wrong with that woman. she wasn't mean. She's just dumb.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with her."
Do you really have an ox?
Yeah, I got an ox and I'm 13 foot tall. She's a sweet old woman that just happened to be a little dumb.
She just said, "Yes, ma'am, he's between my legs, but you're too fat to ride." That's what Hank Jr. says. "Did you park your horse outside?" "Yes, ma'am, I did." "Yes, ma'am, he's parked him right between my..."
I would say, you've got that lyric so messed up, I can't even get behind it.
It's
with
one of my favorite Hank Jr. lyrics, and I just butchered it.
you. Yeah.
"Between my legs, but you're too fat to ride, and you'll learn. And a little more about my ways." You have really weird encounters with people in stores.
I do.
You're just not a guy that goes in, gets a pack of crackers, and leaves without some stupid shit happening.
I don't just go in any place and leave. You know what I mean? I go in. I like to make my presence felt
F some
when I go
stuff
in.
up.
I go in. Speaking of effing some stuff up, why don't you tell us about, since we were already talking about Hank Williams Jr., tell us about Hank Williams Jr.'s weird-ass interview he did.
Google it, everybody. I was looking for Dolly still dying.
Yeah.
3 years straight of dying
I would say,
on this
holy
podcast.
shit, dude. If you don't go to the doctor once in your fucking life, I would.
Elderberry juice didn't work. Everybody's like, "You need the elderberry."
Yeah.
I was drinking it daily.
Yeah.
Vitamin C,
For the last
vitamin
3
D.
years, you're still dying.
Yeah. Still got this extra rasp in my voice.
Yeah.
You
It's
know.
getting old.
Yeah. So Dolly Parton had this little 2 or 3 night birthday party at the Opry when they covered it on Channel 4 the other night. So I hit the old record button and
Mm-hmm.
satellite went out. DirecTV still hadn't figured that out.
Yeah.
Rains, we're all up shit creek with no paddle on watching our content. So I Googled it the next day, or YouTubed it, and Hank Jr., Dolly Parton at the Opry. The performance didn't pop up. However, an interview did, about a 3-minute interview. And, everybody listening to this podcast knows I'm the biggest Hank Jr. fan ever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was the most uncomfortable interview I've ever watched in my life. And, part of the reason people say,
Go ahead.
well, he's not in the Hall of Fame. Everybody knows that. He's not in the Country Music Hall of Fame. It's a big deal. They keep him out of this. They keep him out of that. And it's saying because of his persona and his, lack of humility that he just rubs people the wrong way all the time. Well, they're sitting him down like anybody else that talks about the influence Dolly Parton has had either A, on their careers, or B, since it's at the Grand Ole Opry, what she means to the Grand Ole Opry.
Mm-hmm.
Hank proceeds to say, well, Dolly sold a lot of records, and I've sold a lot of records too. We've both done a lot of good things.
So this was about their influence.
Apparently,
Yeah.
yeah. Hank Jr. was there. God forbid him be there. There it is, right there.
This one.
One above it, one with Hank Jr. on it. So then he says, she's won a lot of awards. I've won a lot of awards. She's sold a lot of records. We sell a lot of records too. Just pause it for a second.
Yeah.
And he'll say, it's $250,000 every time I leave the house to do a show. I don't do a lot of shows, so we're out here at the Opry playing this one, and she's done some great things. We do a lot of great things. When she had that forest fire in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, she donated all that money. We did the same thing down in Tuscaloosa for all the people that lost their lives. We're doing a lot of good things. I'm just never. I love him to death. Let's see. Let's read the comments.
He said, Dan D said, did he toss his guitar at the end of his song? Was he mad, or is there something else he just does?
Let's see. I have seen Hank 3 times in concert, and I'm a fan, but I've never seen someone so eager to congratulate themselves and honoring of someone else. He's a successful man who's been around for a long time in the business, but the special nor the performance was for him. Dolly herself has honored Reba McEntire, an artist who has been established roughly 20 years less than she, multiple times without so much of a mention of her own name or success. I guess it all, and there's read more on that comment.
Oh, yeah. I bet this is going to be a long one because it's Dolly Lover 1 is the name of this commenter on there.
2 things. Comes down to ego and ability to be humble. 2 things Hank needs to balance.
Mm-hmm.
Prime example of Hank being Hank. He tells it like it is with no filter, whether you like it or not. He doesn't give a damn. Some people call it cocky. I call it being real.
This guy said, I love Hank, but he is so off-putting in interviews. He is incapable of giving normal answers. He used to not be like that. He's gotten more and more arrogant the older he gets. That's what most of us go through.
The first YouTube video I've ever taken the trouble to dislike. What a dope. If he makes $250,000 per show, then the earth is flat.
Pitiful. He can't even mention Dolly without separating his shoulders to pat himself on the back. This kind of shameless, self-stroking, narcissistic nonsense is USDA Prime Hank Jr.
I was disappointed, man.
I'm not disappointed in David Chadwick because that was pretty good. He did get some replies. To be fair, he's been doing it a long time, and he went from celebrating his dad at the Opry to Dolly, and maybe he feels unappreciated for redefining the sound of country music. And he did have a huge impact on the music. Maybe he's suffering from CTE or dementia. This clip is a bad look. He could have some CTE, after falling off of a damn cliff.
Yeah.
Head first into a rock probably gave him a little CTE.
If guys getting tackled, for 10 years in their career gives them CTE, falling 500 feet off a friggin' mountain may knock some screws loose.
He sure is wearing the hell out of a crocodile vest, too, isn't he?
Well, Fashion Maven and Hank Jr. kind of go hand in hand.
Uh-huh.
Longer than Dolly.
Real long time.
That's good. Yes, sir!
You scared me. You scared me. Well, this isn't too bad.
Yeah, just wait.
Yeah, this isn't too bad.
So have I.
Mm-hmm.
I've sold some records too. She's over here. I'm over there.
Pointing left, right.
Can our listeners hear this? You think?
Yeah, probably a little bit of it. They probably don't need to.
Don't do too many shows, honey. Out here, they do scale tonight. So, I'm just thinking about Bill and for up. Now we understand it. I like to donate real good on Sunday. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oof. And boy, it got kind of, it kept just getting a little bit more and more cringy there.
Yeah.
I donate real good on Sunday.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I.
Yeah. I was born.
I don't know, man.
With a guitar and a barn.
A lot. Sometimes ego dissolves the older you get.
Most people get a little more humble as they get older.
He's seems to be alive and well.
Yeah.
Seems to be going absolutely nowhere.
Derek Wilbright told me a story the day at the Eric Church concert of, God, I'm going to butcher this, but it was somebody. It was Cadillac 3 or Blackberry Smoke or somebody, and they played a show with Hank, and they said, man, Hank, that was awesome. He goes, well, damn, boys, I was there.
Yeah.
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 Yes, sir.
You ain't got to tell me nothing. I was there.
It's just tough. It's tough to watch your favorite artist be that much just cringeworthy of like,
he's had a good run. He's done a lot of good for people in Tuscaloosa, and he sold a lot of records.
Won some awards that Dolly handed him. I mean, he's been doing it for 60 years. I mean,
he's handed her some, and she's handed him some.
He'll never get he really doesn't get enough credit.
He'll
I've said it. He
never
doesn't.
get the credit he deserves. I'll make $250,000 to come out here. I donate real good on Sunday.
I don't do a lot of shows. My agent will call and say, Hank, do you want to play in Poughkeepsie? And I say, shit, no. I don't want to play Poughkeepsie. It's turkey season, Steve. You want to play in Buffalo? I said, shit, no. What the fuck's in Buffalo?
Cold weather and a bunch of snow. I ain't going to Buffalo.
You want to play in, where am I at tonight? Indianapolis. Yes, sir. I got some deer hunting friends in Indianapolis.
He's from out in, he has a house out in Paris, Tennessee, and a roommate of mine used to know him. He was the old guy that just wandered around town when my old roommate was around town, Said you just walk into the hardware store and there'd be a guy holding court, and that was just always Mr. Williams, and you'd go on and get your damn plumbing stuff and go on back to what you was doing. He said it was a long time before he realized that the old guy that liked to talk in the middle of the hardware store was actually somebody.
Yeah, Paris, it's where he lives, Paris, Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a house in Alabama, Montana. But Paris, Tennessee is his stomping ground. That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
We get Randy Bean, they get Hank Williams Jr. We get Randy and Ricky Bean.
Yeah. Well, they tell some good stories too. I don't think either one of them's ever sung on a stage.
No, I think enough time has passed. I can probably tell this story about the Beans. AJ and Brad was working with them at the time, and they said, "Why don't you prank call Randy?" I said, "All right." I said, "Hey man, you met some of my fucking cousins, man." Had maybe some Hispanics working for him.
I would say, was he possibly in the middle of tobacco season at this point in time?
Man, you're not paying my cousin, man. That's not cool, man. And all this stuff. Let me tell you something. I ain't ever mistreated no Mexicans day in my life, son. I don't know who you are, but I treat all my workers good. Well, son, what accident was that? Good Lord, I don't know what I done. That was like 17 years. Who knows?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll say that was a long time ago, probably.
I slit your tires, let's see. That was 2002, 2003. Yeah. That's that long ago. 2001, maybe even.
Yeah.
Long time ago, when he got all hot and bothered under the collar, I was accusing him of poorly paying Mexicans.
Yeah, this is probably going to make it back to him. And I want you to know that was DK and not Lucas, because I see him a lot.
Hey, Curtis Hickman, keep your mouth shut. Don't tell it. Curtis will be the only one to tell him, hopefully.
Curtis probably don't go down there as much as I do. He probably don't stop in like that.
Well, snitches get stitches, so both you big-headed Hickmans better hut your mouth up.
I'm going to tell him. I'll send him.
Because
I ain't tired of you. I ain't scared of you.
I'll send him a Christmas card.
Oh, yeah.
Should be all right.
How was your trip to Memphis?
It was good.
What'd you do?
Man, we were literally gone for 24 hours.
That's a drive, do your thing, and turn around and come the hell back.
Well, every year before the NBA season comes out, we look at the schedule. The date we've been targeting was in January to go to a game.
Mm-hmm.
And man, I don't know. I got to see Shaq twice. See him in Atlanta, see him in Memphis. About a year and a half apart. 02 and 03, 01 and 02. And, Waylon got to see him in March of 2017. Got to see LeBron. Really talented Lakers team this year. Really good record. And I thought, man, I'd really, Waylon's a good kid. I'd love to do something for him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I've been telling Lindsay, I said, these tickets ever get right, I'm gonna buy 2 tickets and just be part of his Christmas present. And she said, oh, well, that's, what's the tickets like? I said, they're high.
Yeah.
I said, if you sit down low, they're real high.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't plan on paying that. I said, I'm gonna wait till the day of. Well, we got your dad's Thanksgiving that day. Oh crap. Yeah, we do. Okay. How indecisive I was. I went to Lane's Tires in Gainesboro that morning, put brand new tires, and got an oil change in Lindsay's Equinox. Josh said, what are you going to do today, Dustin? I said, I'm thinking about going to Memphis. When? I said, I probably want to leave here.
Yeah. I'm just going to load up and
Really?
leave from here. Yeah.
Well, I got home, ate a bowl of cereal, sit around the house, and Lindsay said, what are y'all going to do? I said, I don't know. I said, well, come get in the shower. I sat there and ate my Fruity Pebbles and sitting there and debating. I was like, I'm going to pack a bag. So long story short, we left North Springs. We took the 2 liters and the dessert and the cups to my dad's. My sister hugged me. My nieces hugged me. I went, I'm not staying.
I'm leaving.
They went, yeah, right.
Uh-huh.
And I said, no, I'm leaving. I said, I'm sorry. I love y'all.
Yeah.
I'm
going to Memphis.
This is our Thanksgiving. And I said, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I said, how many times y'all said y'all were coming in on Saturday? We waited y'all call us on Thursday, say, hey, we're coming in Saturday. And we wait around on y'all all day to see you for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I said, surprise.
Surprise, I'm
You're
leaving.
not going to Memphis. And I went, he's got a Lakers shirt on. I got a Grizzlies shirt on. We're going.
Bags are packed. They're in the vehicle. We're leaving.
Called my Memphis connection that gets me in the arena early. Left North Springs at 11:45.
Mm-hmm.
Parked at 4:30 in Memphis.
Oof.
Got inside the arena at 5 o'clock.
Bam.
Watched the game. 1-point game. Great game.
109 to 108. Yeah.
We'll get to the game. As soon as it was over, walked a half a mile over to Rendezvous. Got my barbecue. My brother Mackie had booked me a room in Jackson. Rendezvous, 5 minutes and your food's out in front of you as soon as you order.
Uh-huh.
Killed some brisket and some ribs. Drove to Jackson. Slept for about 5 hours. Got up and was back in Cookville. My mother-in-law's Thanksgiving dinner at 11:30 on Sunday.
Bam.
Yeah.
Did Waylon have a good time?
Oh, well, yeah. He had a great time. I mean, he's got to see his LeBron played. And that's the main thing with this load management horse shit that goes on in the NBA.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Is he actually going to be on the court?
He's not. Yeah, because he said before the game, even though LeBron kind of started this thing in Miami a few years ago, he's saying now, if I'm healthy, I'm playing. Well, I've talked about numerous times. We got burnt twice last year. Dwayne Wade in Memphis, Giannis Antetokounmpo in Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
I did not want to pay high dollar. Oh yeah, I didn't buy the tickets until I was on the other side of Nashville.
Still didn't know for sure.
Yeah. No, I was at that point. I was in.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept checking Twitter or having Waylon check it since I was driving. Check LeBron's status. Check his status. And the last thing he tweeted was like, "Damn, I'm trying to get some sleep for tonight's game, and y'all having a full force concert out on Bill Street, or out in front of the arena, or whatever." And I was like, "He's playing then. If he's getting some sleep, he's playing." So finally, I was like, "Hey, pull up the Game Time app, StubHub, and Ticketmaster. Let's look in section 110 or 109. See what you can find." And everything was like 4 times the value.
Oof.
And then like 2 tickets popped up in that section for just a little over face value. Probably it might have been double face value, but it was like 18 rows from the court. I was like, "Get them."
Yeah.
Right now. So
Huh.
Waylon made his first purchase on Ticketmaster while he's
Driving down the road.
It is worth it. I mean, if you're going to go to one game like that, seeing one of the greatest players of all time, you can't sit in the nosebleeds.
You want to be able to see him.
You want to see him.
Yeah.
And but we're lucky, man. No matter how the records are with teams, every time we go to an NBA game, it's a good game.
Mm-hmm.
Last year when we seen the sorry ass Heat against the sorry ass Grizzlies, it was a good game, like a 3-point game. This one was awesome.
This looks like it. Well, I mean, I don't see anything except for the score. But if you was to look at their records, you wouldn't think this would been a very good game at all. It was 5-10 against a 14-2 team at that point in time, and played them a good game.
Everybody played. All the Grizzlies starting 5, the Lakers starting 5. So you get to see Anthony Davis. All in one game, you get to see Anthony Davis, big center to come over from, or power forward, wherever he wants to play. Come over, the UK guy that been in the Pelicans. They traded half the roster to get him, so LeBron have help. But LeBron, I'll say this. I think he's, I'm not a LeBron fan.
Right.
We all know that. Anybody listen to the podcast knows I'm not a LeBron fan. So no, who was it made that? Brandon Howell. I don't have a man crush or love for the GOAT, as he put on Instagram, because I put a bunch of pictures. But you see him. If you're an NBA fan, you're doing yourself a disservice by not going to see LeBron James in your lifetime. He's Michael Jordan. He's our Michael Jordan of this generation. Whether we like it or not, he's the greatest player of this generation.
Now, you did say Anthony Davis right then. Did you say he's from the UK? Is that what you said?
From UK, Kentucky. Went to college. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, went to school at UK.
Okay.
Got drafted by the
I
Pelicans.
was like, hell, I thought he was here in college.
Yeah. But I mean, man, you know, Waylon can tell his kids. I saw LeBron James.
Right.
I kick myself in the ass all the time for never going to see Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But of our generation, I've seen Shaq and Kobe. This generation, we've seen LeBron twice. We've seen Dwayne Wade. I guess we didn't see Wade. I seen Wade in maybe Miami one time early in his career when Shaq played there. So I forget about that game. It was preseason.
You went to Miami to watch a game?
It was in Nashville. It was the Hawks and the Heat in Nashville. A bunch of people in Herman Springs went. I don't remember who played there. It's kind of weird. I don't remember that game at all. I wasn't drinking. But I've seen Curry, Durant, Westbrook. We've seen a lot of this generation now.
Anthony Davis is a big unit, isn't he?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Is he pretty good?
Yeah, really good.
He's got a lot of style to have one eyebrow.
Yeah, it's kind of his thing. Like Harden's got the big beard. The unibrow is kind of his calling card.
Yeah, that's a weird calling card, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little weird. But yeah, that's the point. I mean, you go see LeBron. LeBron, I think he's an idiot for all the stuff he said in China. I think a lot of stuff, look at me, chosen one LeBron. We get it. But he's the greatest. He's the greatest. He's going to be top. I forget what Waylon said. He's going to end up in the top 10 of like every major statistical category when his career is over.
Really?
Nah, it's ungodly. So you go see him. If you're an NBA fan, you go see the King. But Memphis has got a special player, Ja Morant. Man, he is a little point guard for Murray State that we talked about.
Yeah.
I think LeBron had 30 that night. Morant had 26. And when they come down on the fast break, I would try to record some stuff since we were so close to the basket, so Waylon could have some good videos. That dude moves so damn fast.
Couldn't get you.
I couldn't even get him. And I gotta admit, that's all James Rinks. And I hadn't really full-heartedly admitted this because I'm the basketball guy. Everybody talks to me about basketball. I didn't know I dropped the ball. I had no idea who Ja Morant was. And I'll publicly admit it now, James Rinks, you're the reason I know who Ja Morant is. I'm sitting at home, in ball shorts, watching YouTube one night when he's like, you at the old stomping grounds watching Ja tonight? And I'm sitting thinking, what? Ja? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So I Googled Ja, Tennessee Tech. And it pulls up Ja Morant, Murray State versus Tennessee Tech. I had no idea who what guy was till Rinks asked me. He's playing at Tech that night. That's how far removed I was from the OVC. But he's a bad boy. God, he's bad. And I hope, he might be a guy that in 4 years leaves the Grizzlies, and goes and plays in L.A. or Miami.
He goes and plays with LeBron whenever he's 45 and still trying to do it.
He's awesome. 6'3",
Born in South
175.
He's a small guy for the NBA, isn't he?
Had nobody recruiting him coming out of high school. That's how he ended up at Murray State.
And then still made it to the NBA.
Second overall pick, and he's averaging I don't know what he's averaging this year, but for my money, he's rookie of the year because Zion Williamson's not played yet.
How come he's not playing? He got a
knee procedure
for
the season. So yeah, I love going to see the Grizzlies. We talked about it on the
Is he going to be a bust? You think?
I don't know, man. He doesn't look.
He doesn't look good so far.
He's big. He's big.
Yeah.
He's big for his body. A lot of guys come in and then they gain weight. I mean, he's big right off the jump.
He's like 285 already, isn't he?
Yeah. I can't imagine living in New Orleans is going to help his frame.
Yeah. He blew that shoe out.
I'm rooting for him, man. But look at him. He doesn't look great right there in that far right picture.
Right here.
He doesn't look. I mean, that's just a big.
I don't know. He doesn't look bad. I mean, you can still see his muscles and stuff.
Yeah,
but he.
I'm 100% on the Zion Williamson bandwagon.
I can see it going bad for him if he doesn't keep it under control. You know what I mean?
Yeah. People make fun of Shaq fat jokes, but he was a ripped up cut SOB when he came in the league, 295 and friggin' jacked.
Yeah, and he was 7 foot tall.
Yeah, this guy's 6'4".
He's 6'6", 285.
Yeah, I don't believe that 6'6" nonsense either. But
yeah,
maybe have a little Charles Barkley. You know, Barkley was called the round mound to rebound.
yeah.
You know, he heard he was going to get drafted by another team, not Philadelphia, and he ate like straight up like pizza for a week. You know, right before the draft and gained like 25, 30 pounds.
To look like crap.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It may have been Philly. It may have been the team that drafted him. I can't remember. But anyway, now I just love going down there. You know, Memphis, Atlanta's probably a little bit of a shorter trip. I always forget how long Memphis is.
Boy, it's a long way. Isn't it?
That's why when Mackie was going to give me that hotel in Memphis, I was like, I don't know.
Oof.
And I was hoping I'd get one closer. He's like, I can get you one in Jackson. I was like, yeah. Do that. Got to do the drive tonight. But boy, that rendezvous about put me in a coma. God, man. And Waylon said, rendezvous sucks. I was like, man, you're picky. You were eating like a damn turkey sandwich last time we ate here. I was like,
yeah, get something.
You've been eating like you've been learning new food. You know, you're 13 now. Your balls dropped. You got to try some food here.
Yeah.
You got a mustache. You got to be eating some ribs.
You can't be in here eating chicken nuggets and getting them French fries and shit. You need to get some brisket, get some ribs, tie into it.
Let me tell you something.
Put on the feed bucket, son.
And we had a white waiter.
Waylon! Go ahead.
I don't think he's here.
He's not. He didn't answer.
Did you give him time to? Try it again.
No. Waylon!
No, not here.
No.
I seen a white waiter come through.
Yeah.
And I was in my mind, I said, hell no, I don't want no white waiter.
No, not this guy.
I want one of them old R&B,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Somebody that might sing me a song whenever they bring me
I
mine.
want some Southern.
Mm-hmm.
I want a Southern brother man bringing me my food.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want, you don't want a white man. Rendezvous, when I think about it, Memphis and Rendezvous and barbecue, I think about them old black men that's been working there since they was 18 years old, bring me out my ribs.
Mm-hmm.
They got a little culture. I'm for the culture, Lucas, if you didn't know it.
In Memphis, at Rendezvous, that's what you're expecting.
Yep. I don't want no, it's like when you're out at the bar or at a restaurant with your buddies in your early 20s.
Yeah.
No offense to you heavier women, but you want the cute waitress. You don't want the ugly girl coming to your table when you guys sit big bunch of your buddies and you want to have a good time. You don't want the ugly waitress.
Yeah.
Or God forbid, get a guy waiter.
My God.
When there's 6 of you.
My God.
Let's don't send the girl that's going to make $100 of tips.
Yeah.
Let's send the dude over there like, hey, my name is James.
Hi, James. You're going to get $6 worth of tips tonight. Each one of us at this table is going to give you $1.
Yeah.
You're going to make $20 if you leave and send someone else over here.
Can you get
right
Alexis to come back over here?
If you send any girl over here, we'll give you $20 right now, or you can have $6 later. It's up to you, buddy.
Yeah. Send Beulah over here. I don't give a shit. Send Beulah and Ethel combined. 380. Send a lady, bring her on over. Better than you.
Yeah.
But
no offense to you.
Not going to get a good tip.
You're not going to do it, James.
We're not going to laugh at your jokes.
Mm-mm.
We ain't feeling you. We want the girl.
Yeah.
We want the girl waiter. So when I'm in Memphis, I want the black man serving me my ribs. I don't want this little, hey, my name's Steven. Welcome to Rendezvous. Have you been here before?
I have been here before,
I have been here, Steven.
And
can I have Jerome? Can I have Jerome over here?
You're new, Steven. No offense. You're not who I'm looking for.
Nope.
Anyway.
I got a black man.
You did. Good.
I was happy to have a black man in my life.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And he brought me my ribs out. My God. It said,
That's good.
When you gotta speak the stuff when you're down there in Memphis, and that's what I'd call it.
You get it by him and go, woo!
I think I told this story. How was it?
Woo!
I went with a guy before to a rendezvous.
Yeah.
And I think I have told this story when he asked a question on Ask OLR. Never heard a man orgasm eating a rack of ribs like this cat. No, he was all up on getting a LL Cool J in them things. Had LL licks them lips.
Get them fingers.
His girlfriend was over there. Yeah, his girlfriend was getting a little hot and bothered him. And so I guess that's why Mackie walked in on him and ate the ribs, man. Boy done worked himself into a.
You got testosterone up. He said, you better hurry up, honey. I'm about to take a nap.
That's true story, 100%. We're like, is this dude really making these noises? See, I hadn't hit it yet.
Didn't know it yet.
I was still on that. Well, man, I don't really like, but my balls hadn't dropped either.
Have y'all got chicken nuggets?
I was like, pulled pork, please. Yes.
It's
I love pulled pork.
Anyway.
Excuse me. What is the difference in the sauces again? No, hell no. Now I grew a mustache. Now I go as a man. I said, yeah, give me that brisket, bitch.
And he said, "What'd you say to me?" I said brisket.
Yes, I would like a brisket.
The brisket, please. Bitch.
Two beans. I don't want coleslaw for the culture. And I love it, man. I love it. Waylon's like, man, that's some good food. Oof.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Well, good on him for trying him something.
Good on him.
Good on him. Well, I'm glad that you come back. I'm glad that you were had a good time.
I got the whitest white people, Old Navy models sitting to the left of me.
Yeah.
At
Rendezvous.
Oh my God, William and Bethany.
Oh,
Will and Beth. They were
got a little something right on your cheek there.
eating a salad.
Yeah.
I looked over and I said, "No, these people ain't eating a damn salad."
You got to have somebody that's going to be able to call the ambulance whenever somebody in there dies. Because somebody's going to go out.
I was sitting there going, they're really eating salad, and like
Bethany's sitting there going, I'm nervous.
No, do you know what she said?
What?
It don't even make sense. It don't even make sense. They said, hey, ma'am, how's the salad? Oh my God, it's raving. Don't even make sense. That makes no sense. Zero to little. How much? Zero to little.
Zero.
Not even fair to middle and FFA style.
Mm-mm. Not even little.
I went, fuck.
No sense.
Raving.
It's raving.
Like you were raving. Oh yeah, you left and went and told.
Did she say? Did the waiter go? Oh, you're white as shit.
I don't know. Maybe she went back and told the rest of the designing women that she was raving about it.
Yeah,
but it's not raving.
So what was her man's name? William.
That's just what I called him.
Yeah,
I don't know what her name.
What did he say?
He never spoke. Never heard the boy speak. He said,
"Nervous."
2 feet. Yeah.
Nervous.
Dare I say he wasn't for the culture?
Right.
Turtleneck.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't have one on, but I bet he owns one.
He said,
"Yellow.
Quit looking at my woman. Don't you touch my woman.
Dear, please. Eat your fucking salad. Let's go.
You're leading them on.
Quit looking at him. Quit looking. I saw the way you looked at Malik. Stop it.
Put your eyes down and eat your salad.
Your ankle's showing. Hold your pants down. Your capris are showing your leg. Let's get out of here. Get it to go box. I'm not tipping him.
I'm not tipping him. Yeah, exactly. I'm not tipping him.
He's black and he was slow.
I'm going to write a letter to his manager.
Good luck with that.
Yeah.
We've just touched all over a lot of borderline stuff right there.
Yeah, but it was on the correct way.
Yeah. Because we're for the culture.
Yeah. It was the correct way to do it. I started to get nervous at first, and I thought, well, no, this is going the right direction.
Yeah, because we're making fun of the whites.
Yeah, we was making fun of the white people. We can do that.
We should have called him a cracker while we was at
Stupid crackers.
as long as we're on that side of the argument, we're okay. Waylon said last night.
We're actually progressive.
Waylon said last night, he said, we were driving back from North Carolina last night, and he said, and I was just kind of ribbing him and Lindsay a little bit.
Yeah.
Today he said, you got a lot of friends, but you're not likable sometimes. I said, what do you mean? I'm not likable.
That's funny.
It is funny. But I said,
what was he?
And I said, what do you mean? He goes, you just say a lot of offensive stuff sometimes. I said, I'm 36 in like 3 weeks. That's kind of who you got at this rate, son. I try to be a good.
Well, son, this is me.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, bud.
Here I am.
You've known me your whole life.
Glad you hit puberty and realized your dad's a dick.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what life does to you, hun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what? I was all optimistic and loved life, and I still love life, but I'm just saying, when I was your age, I probably felt the same way.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you'll change too.
I wonder why my dad sat in the living room or in the kitchen smoking cigarette after cigarette, shaking his head and rubbing it like this right here.
Nothing
Never
play-
talking to me.
Not saying a word, no radio playing, no TV on,
Nope, just in there smoking Marlboros,
rubbing his forehead.
looking at a notebook of how much my phone bill was for talking to my girlfriend in Red Bull Springs when I was 13 years old.
$400, Dustin.
Son, how did you talk on the phone for 42 minutes when you seen the girl at school? Tell me that.
Didn't you get to talk to her?
Miranda, hell, you got $15 damn worth right here. You damn self to Salina. I don't understand why y'all got to talk on the phone so much. Anyway, I said, is it that bad, Waylon? He goes, I'm just saying, Dad, I mean, I know you're kidding. And I mean, obviously me and Mom can get your sense of humor. Well, I mean, sometimes we do. And I was like, you got it, Waylon.
Yeah.
That's my worst trait. And you know what you've got?
That.
He goes, because you know what? Because when you say something and you say, well, I'm just kidding. You don't smile when you're joking. I was like, yeah, it's called sarcasm, and it's not my best trait. And you've got it.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, but a lot of people in 2019 wouldn't.
Oh.
He said a lot of people would just take offense to what you're saying. I said,
Did you say, oh, honey, I don't give a damn what most people in 2019 think about me.
I said worse. I said, well, buddy, I don't know how to tell you this without saying stuff you shouldn't say to your own child, but there's a bunch of butthurt pussies out there.
You damn right, buddy.
That I said, you know what? I said, buddy,
They can get over it.
I hate to talk to you like that.
Yeah, life's hard, and the
said-
world is mean, and all these people can get over it.
And I said, I mean, I can toughen you up and have some expectation. I said, everybody's always looking for a reason
To be offended.
Waylon.
Yeah.
I said, that's just how the world is getting, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
I said, I grew up watching comedy specials in the 90s
Oh,
and
yeah.
from the 80s that, like, oh my God, would never fly in today's society.
God, no.
I said, buddy.
Chris Rock or Eddie Murphy or, God forbid,
Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor.
It was funny, you know. And God, I shouldn't have said that to a kid because his face went, wow, really?
You say, yeah.
And I said,
Really,
I
honey.
said, son, I'm just being honest with you.
If he can't take that,
Yeah.
we heard a hell of a lot worse than that when we were younger. I did.
said, buddy, I tried to be the best guy I could be. I said, you're not going to always satisfy everybody.
Yeah.
I
And
said-
should not try to.
And I said, that ate me alive for a lot of years. I said, your daddy's just who he is at this point. I said,
Yeah.
I try to be a good man. I said, I'm a good daddy to you.
Try to be a good daddy to
I
you.
said, yeah, I shouldn't probably need to work on my verbiage. But it just hit me the wrong way. And when he wants to throw that sensitivity in 2019, man,
Yeah.
you better
Get
go on,
that?
you better go on somewhere with that.
Yeah, you better take that outside.
Yeah. I said,
Yes. It don't live here, honey.
no, I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Now, he's a good kid and, everything, but now.
That's what he's getting raised in outside of the house, though. That's what everything's.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
social media and all that shit.
Woo. And I just said, I don't know, man.
Oh, I don't sit and wish that I could get input into anybody else's life at any point in time, but I wish I was in the car with you at that point in time. Yeah.
This was at home. This was actually at home this morning,
Oh,
I guess. He said it while we were home by ourselves today. Yeah.
wow, boy.
I just laughed at. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
hey, man.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not going to shelter you from. I said, there's a lot of people out there that's just how the world works now, and I'm just, when you go to your job and you're gonna. I mean, man, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, and it's silly.
That
It's
is silly.
silly.
That's real silly.
Josh Smith told me one time when I complained about people being offended that I was actually being offended about people being offended. He called my bluff, and he
Yeah.
was right. I don't know, man. You just kind of, you got to do what you got. I mean, I just live my life, man. I don't know. I know down deep I've made a lot of mistakes, and I know like every day when I sit down and
You
think
got
to
a lot of
myself,
friends, but you're not likable.
sometimes, and he's right,
Uh-huh.
but I don't have to be.
Yeah.
I
Why
don't
would
have
you
to be.
Yeah.
Nobody pays my bills to be
Yeah.
to be nice to them.
Yeah.
I guarantee if you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. How about that?
I'm not. I won't guarantee that. Yeah.
Sometimes, and I'm moody.
I would say I'm a grumpy old son of a bitch sometimes.
Yesterday, I'm sitting there thinking I'll get into it later, but I helped my buddy Chad at the wrestling convention in North Carolina. He had his help back out and
Mm-hmm.
went down to help him out. And our guest was Lillian Garcia, former ring announcer for WWE for
Yeah.
years and years. And it's like putting on that face when you get some friggin' weirdos at wrestling conventions
Mm-hmm.
and some of these stories that people are telling, I'm sitting there giving them. I can't hide my face,
Right.
and I know what kind of face I'm giving these cats, and I'm trying not to because I'm in Chad's booth. And I don't want to be bad representation of heroes and legends.
Right.
So I turned around. I was like, "This is the dumbest fucking story I've ever heard in my life." And I turned around. Yeah, people make fun of me for being a mark and a stooge and a dork for celebrities. My God, some of these people you see in convention, go hang out at a convention for 15 minutes. Tell me how weird I am. But Lillian, my God, she was full of class, and she said, "Thank you, thank you." And I'm sitting there thinking, I wonder if I was a celebrity and people
How you'd
adored
be.
me and loved me.
Yeah.
I'm about moody,
Mm-hmm.
and I on certain days, can you put on that face for 4 hours every time to be like, "Oh, thank you, man."
I don't know, man. If that was what you were getting paid to do, then maybe. If you had that turn for us to have been famous, then maybe that'd be what we could do. But
Yeah, I guess if you know you're getting a good payday at the end of it,
maybe.
you can slap that happy face on and be like, "I'm getting paid for this shit."
Yeah.
But there were some people coming up. I'm like, "Dude, what's wrong with you?" Like one cat came in a whole like bodysuit, and one guy was like, "Hey, I want you to take a picture with my." He like a teddy bear, like a legit teddy bear. As a grown man, he's like, "Can you take a picture with my Mimi?" Or whatever he called it. I'm like,
Oof.
dude,
Oof.
I don't know, man. See some cats, but
Oof.
you just are what you are at a certain point in life, and I try.
Yeah, and even the guy carrying his
Yeah.
Mimi around.
I try. I do. It eats at me more than people know. Like, I've got kids, and I need to be a better example sometimes. But sometimes, man, you just are what you are. And I try, and I do I try to do good, better things. You can't tell me all this volunteering I do for schools and ball teams and ball leagues and announcing. I'm doing it for a reason because I enjoy doing it. But underneath it all, I'm still me. At a certain, but like, I want to do good things. What I'm saying, I want to do good things. I want to leave a good example. When I die, I want there to be more positive said about me than negative. But the negative, you know what? It's going to be said. You know what? It's probably true. Unfortunately, it's going to be true.
Uh-huh.
How many times somebody said something like, "I heard this on you"? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, man.
somebody's got a big mouth.
Yeah. Fat guys mess up too. We're all human beings.
Uh-huh.
Time and time. Good Lord, what's that Shooter Jin song?
I would say
My quote.
you ever say your lyric game has been way off
I'm
tonight.
just saying my 13-year-old called me out for being maybe not the nicest guy in the world, and I'm a little emotional about it today.
Yeah, 13-year-old really, though, what do they know?
Yeah, and you know what? Do they know what kind of pressure I'm under right now anyway?
No.
I'm raising a 13-year-old and a 3-year-old.
And a 0-year-old.
Yeah. You know what? Who's fine.
Yeah.
He's not even the problem yet. He's sick. He's sick right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been at the hospital with him all day. You know what my problem is? My little mouthy
3-year-old.
Well, absolutely. That kid. But I've got a mouthy 13-year-old who's just like me. That's the worst kind of one you argue with somebody's just like you. And a 3-year-old who's just like his mom.
Oof. Bad combination, buddy.
Tell me what kind of stress I got in my life. I'm raising a teenager. Okay. I've got a teenager and a 2 scoops, warm. You little damn diva. Just drink your sippy cup, okay? How about white cold milk like every other normal child in America? Chocolate milk, sippy cup, warm. 2 scoops. YouTube. Kid City. Not that one. No, not that one. Ninja Turtles. No, not Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles dancing. No, Ninja Turtles playing. Not the real Ninja Turtles. That Kid City Ninja Turtles. Watch a cartoon. How about that? Watch a cartoon like everybody else. Not Kid City. Not Ryan. Not the little Asian kid playing with toys.
I don't even know what Kid City is.
It's a stupid-ass family. They have too much time on their hands, and they're too positive. Hey, buddy. Is the alien in the living room? Let's go check.
Wow, they are.
Oh, they're just the bebopingest goddamn family you ever seen in your life. And it makes me puke in my mouth every time I see it.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, everybody.
Ooh.
They're millionaires.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's up? Hey, Jax.
Oof.
I don't even know what it is. And the wife's always smiling. Like she had a wee brownie before they recorded it. Look at her just, I've dated girls that are goofy like that.
They've get a lot of views on their stuff.
Yeah. 75% is Bayless.
don't
You see, chocolate milk, my sippy cup. I love my kids. I don't want to get on here and.
Do you, though?
Yeah, I do. Have kids, they said.
It'll be fun, they said.
You know who don't look stressed? My kidless friends.
That's true. That's true.
You know who really don't look stressed? My friends that don't have a wife or kids.
I've never looked at Mackie and thought that's a stressed out month.
He'll make it sound like he is.
Yeah. I've never looked at him and thought it, though. 328,000 subscribers. Kid picking his nose. 328,000 subscribers to see this little kid pick his nose. All right. Well, let's get off the bitching train. What else we got?
Hey, talk about Mackie. There was a picture of Andre the Giant on Facebook. And I hadn't found the match it was on. He was posted up drinking a cold beer in the ring. And it said me pretending I didn't just hear the bouncer tell me to put my shirt back on. So I copied the status and Jaguars players separated after exchange. Let's go ahead and thank the Jaguars for being the Jaguars every single year. We can count on you guys. Tighten up, baby. Big win today at the Colts. I don't give a shit how many starters was missing by the Colts. 7-5. Need New England to go ahead and beat Houston today so they'd be tied for the division lead. They ain't done yet. That's another thing. Before I get on these people that text me and tweet me every Sunday going, Ryan Tannehill, what? Y'all are idiots. Love you. You're idiots. I'm not a fan of the Marcus Mariotas. I'm a fan of the Tennessee Titans. When Ryan Tannehill wins, guess what? Titans win, which means, hey, we're doing good. Of course I want it to be Marcus Mariota. Down deep, I want it to be Marcus Mariota doing well. He's not. He's benched. It's Ryan Tannehill. I'm supposed to be mad because the starting quarterback of the Titans is winning games for them? No, I'm not. I'm happy about it. So, dumbass.com, when you text me every Sunday acting like you're offending me, you're not. Because I'm happy because my Titans are winning. It's stupid. Everybody keeps saying, Ryan Tannehill. No shit.
Go on about your Andre the Giant, Jeremy Mackie.
You didn't find the picture.
I never did find the picture.
But it's just, like I said, it's just.
I do like this. Do like this quote on this picture of Andre the Giant. The world record for alcohol consumption is by Andre the Giant, who drank 156 beers in one sitting. It's a lot of beer.
You think he pissed himself that night?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Damn. You imagine how
156 beers.
Let's call it Tuesday for Mackie.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
They ain't brought everybody into this equation yet, I don't think.
150. Think about it. 119 beers in 6 hours. That's a beer every 3 minutes, nonstop. That's beyond epic. It's beyond the.
I don't know what the rest of it says. It's beyond the kin of mortal men. It's godlike. The greatest drunk on earth, Andre the Giant.
But you know, Ric Flair had the reputation when he was the world champion. He'd tell the guys, he said, if you're the world champion, you got to buy drinks. You got to go to the bar and you got to be the man. And they said the story on Flair was he would buy shots and he would have Sting or Lex Luger or whoever he was challenging to take shots. Well, as they were taking the shot, Rick was pouring the shot in a damn fern, or not fern, but a plant.
Over his shoulder.
You know, just doing those, drinking, throwing the shot behind him.
Uh-huh.
So at the end of the night, Flair.
Looks like a champ.
Yeah. And these other guys are just hammered. And Rick's ready to go back and take the baby arm back to the room 332 and give some old tramp a cat bath up in the room. Hair, there's no Flair, he said.
Uh-huh.
Hair or no Flair. He liked the old 1970s style women.
I can see that.
You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I do. I don't like it, but I know what you're talking about.
You don't like it?
I don't like it.
You're not a fan? You're not a fan of 1984?
Mm-mm. Well, he didn't hold up very well, did he?
He about died 2 years ago, and he looks rough.
He does look rough.
He looks rough now.
He's in a song here the other day, too. I say the other day, I've seen a video.
Oh, you mean like 2 years ago, the Ric Flair drip?
Possibly.
Hey.
I just seen it the other day.
That's cool. Way to turn on the internet.
Way to turn on the old...
Yeah, the rep guys love him. I think Julio Jones had a pair of cleats with Ric Flair's image on them one year.
That's pretty funny.
He's for the culture.
What is he says in them? It's trying to hold these alligators down or whatever.
Can't do it.
Can't do it.
That's how I feel when I wear my Caymans to the Ryman. You can't hold me down, baby. I mean, I'm sure I just went Hank Jr. on that, didn't I?
A little bit, but that's all right. There it was. Oh, you're right. 21 Savage, Offset, Metro Boomin, the Ric Flair drip.
Does that say 2018 on it? March 2018?
Yeah, I'm a little behind. Boy, he's out of place in this video, isn't he?
I don't know. If you talk about a 70-year-old white man in the middle of,
A rap video. I bet they gave him all of this.
Look at him. Ric Flair is black. Look at him.
He's about to die in this video.
Hey, that's the thing. That's why he's the nature boy, because he spent so much money. They said if Dusty Rhodes went and bought a house, Ric Flair went and bought a bigger house. If Ric Flair went and bought a car, Dusty Rhodes went and bought a bigger car, a nicer car. You know what I'm saying, baby? You styling or profiling, baby. But, in public, Dusty Rhodes gonna, I was the common man, but I'm gonna have a Mercedes, baby. You know what I'm talking about? He said, it ain't worth it. Ric Flair, Ric Flair's the man.
Yeah.
Ric Flair is the only man. When I asked him that time, I said, "Where's the after party, Rick? Where's the after party of the after party?"
He said, "You tell me."
He said, "They just pinned me. They just paid me."
Oh.
He said, "They just paid me to show up and point me where to go." He said, "But I heard there's a steakhouse across the road from the cigar bar that I'll be at." And he said, "Brother, you find me. We'll drink red wine and Miller Lite all night long." Woo! That was at 10:30 a.m. I'm lying. I'm dying. He is the nature boy. He's like he was born Richard Flair, but he is the nature boy. That's him.
Uh-huh.
That's why he's got those damn. He said my shoes
That's
cost
why he had a heart attack. That's why he had a heart attack last year.
10,000 women. His shoes cost more than this house. He used to tell people. Marriages went to shit. Bad relationship with his children.
Uh-huh.
His two earlier ones, the two young ones he was close with. I love Ric Flair. If you can't love Ric Flair, would I want Ric Flair to be my dad? Probably not. Not to say Rick ain't pulled some good ones, but
Yeah, probably not. Probably not like that. Probably not like Ric Flair would have.
I've never known of
Rick
Ricky Kennedy to be walking around somewhere with a balloon tied to Space Mountain.
Yeah, Rick Kennedy is. He's probably never tried to hold alligators down.
No, he wears Crocs.
Yeah,
Crocodile.
He tried to hold some Crocs down.
Yeah, it's different.
No gators though.
Little different.
Yeah.
But funny about the Andre post is, as we come full circle here, I just said, if this ain't my best friend, I don't know who it is. Do I have to tag him? Everybody just started Mackie tagging. He's like, damn, is that me or Andre?
If there wasn't such a discrepancy in height, they're very similar.
It's a little different. Mackie could fit Andre's belly button.
Yeah, like 6 times.
His boot.
Yeah.
If you put Andre the Giant's boot down, Mackie's be like, God damn, what's going on out here?
Let me get in there.
He's going to be hollering out the top of it.
I threw my boot in there at church. Let me wear that.
God damn, that was a signed one.
There's the wrong one, doesn't it?
God damn, he's going to sign the signed one.
What am I going to do?
I'm going to get that back.
I don't know. We should have thought about that.
I didn't think that through.
No, you didn't, buddy. No, you didn't.
So the 10-year challenge made its way back to Facebook.
Did we not do the 10-year challenge?
I feel like we did. I feel like when everybody was throwing their stuff on there, it was 2019, but it could have been, the way things move, it could have been 2018. I don't know.
Yeah, but we've done it recently.
Yeah. I did one like 06 to now after our Andrew Pope concert.
Well, that's
a 13-year challenge.
Yeah, so that's good enough, right?
Yeah, I did one. It was we didn't take a lot of pictures back in the day together. We do. I've got a tab.
I have historically not taken a lot of pictures at all of me.
But you know who shouldn't? Okay, here's the 10-year challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Most people, my caption on the 10-year challenge was, I said, people always asking for time to slow down. The only thing ever slowed down on me was my metabolism.
That's right.
Because I had a picture of me about 185, 190, drinking the cold beer at the shed, having the best time ever, and I'm sitting here cheeks for days, just unhealthy as shit in 2019. Face red.
So people share their pics for the hashtag 10-year challenge. That's a lot of things changed for that young man since 2009.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate if you went to smash that in 2019.
And you've seen his the picture from 2009.
He's like, my name was Hernando 10 years ago.
I'm Hernanda now.
Ah. I played a lot of MLS soccer on PlayStation 3.
Yeah, that changed. A lot of stuff changed. There's Reese Witherspoon's 10-year challenge. I don't know who this other girl is, but
That's
she didn't change a bit.
Reese Witherspoon. You can tell it a little bit, huh?
Just a little bit. Still a cutie. Still a 10-year cutie. Huh.
My thing is, you know who shouldn't be allowed to post? Pretty people.
Like this person right here.
Yeah, if you're like hotter 10 years later, blow it out your ass.
Yeah.
How about that? Have a kid.
Yeah, if you went from like a 6 to a 10 over the course of 10 years,
Nobody wants to see you.
nobody cares. If you went from possibly an 8 to a 4 over the course of 10 years, that's more relatable.
Let's have some fun with it.
Yeah, let's put that out there into the world. This is a funny one. This is a funny 10-year challenge right here.
Yeah, Bruce Jenner.
Yeah, Bruce to Caitlin. That's funny. That's a funny 10-year challenge. Yeah.
I mean,
That's a real funny one. Boy, Ryan Seacrest's 10-year challenge he didn't change a bit in 10 years, did he?
a little bit.
Got a little gray. That's about it. Somebody saw me the other day and said, "My God, your beard's white now. How old are you?" Guy I went to, a guy that was in my class, he said, "How old are you now? Your beard's white."
Tell him same. How old are you?
I said, "Same age."
I know your class. It ain't like there's a bunch of damn fitness models in your class.
No.
So,
Boy, Pharrell.
he looks like a faggot. Says age.
That was that's one of the quotes. One of the comments. Dustin didn't say that.
No. That was HXRRY.1R. So if you want to give flack to somebody for Pharrell looking like a faggot 10 years later,
HXRRY.1R on. I'm assuming that's Instagram.
Then go back to that. Whatever this comment means. His face looked so suspicious, ugly as F. He looked like Cat and Silly Bunny for somehow, though.
Oh, I just don't understand any of that. Anthony Criesta said, "Looks like a horse."
Does look like a horse.
Yeah, a little bit horsish. Huh.
God, somebody just keyboard warrior calling him the F word.
Yeah, come in there hot.
You
know what? Right there's a good Jennifer Aniston one.
Don't you disparage the damn good name of Jennifer Aniston. She's hotter than anybody ever.
Jessica Biel did pretty good herself.
Do you know how fat I've got?
Yeah, I do. I do know.
First off, I can hide some of this ugly with my beard.
You shaved it off, though. I did notice that when you come in.
I just, man, my beard doesn't really look good for 75% of my beard. Like sometimes, my beard looks good for a stretch, then it gets fuzzy and looks like pubic hair, and I have to shave it. Then I shave down to a goatee, and I look like a creep. I'm never going to wear a mustache because it's 50 or bust on that, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're a hipster from East Nashville, and that's the move. But so then I'm like, I go baby face. I didn't look that bad. It was a baby face. Well, I didn't look that bad as a baby face.
Right.
16 years ago.
Yeah.
When I wasn't fat, and now I'm pale and fat, and I have no neck originally. Then I have 3 chins to go with no neck. It's not a good look. I'm ugly as shit.
Yeah.
But then the other day I was talking to my dad, and I was like, hey, you hear me? My cheeks are so friggin' fat. I kept muting the cell phone with my cheeks and was pissed because daddy couldn't hear me. Well, I looked and I was like, shit, man, I had you on mute. How'd you do that? I said, my cheeks are too fat. I'm being an asshole to Rick, and he can't even hear me because we're muted.
This is funny. Let me start this over. This is how.
Preach, girl. Preach.
Girl.
Well, first off, she's got an 8-inch turd on top of her head, erect as shit. Just hanging out on top.
Yeah.
She's got an erect cat turd.
Right on top of her head.
Hit it again.
Let me turn this up. She said it's getting old.
Do it again. One more time. For the culture.
Oh, come on now.
A 5 sign, you're ugly.
I can hear what she says right here too.
Hard. Waking up every day. And still being fucking ugly. Get old. Like,
Shit get old, man.
why my glow up passing me?
What'd you say?
I don't know. I don't know what she's saying.
Oh.
Why my girls keep passing me, I think.
Well, prayers that girl finds peace in her life.
Yeah. I hate that I thought that was so funny. But it just, it just hits home.
Please go to the comments just for a minute.
Glow up.
Yeah. Why my girls keep passing me, I think. Yeah, let's I bet there's some banger of comments in this one. I don't know, it just hit home whenever I heard it the other day. It says, but she isn't even
She's not ugly.
No. Tomorrow I'm calling in ugly at work.
Tell me why I felt that shits get old. That shit gets old so hard.
Me too, honey. Me too. Why my glow up keep passing me.
Oh, so that's why we didn't understand it because we
I
don't.
still don't get it now that I know the words.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that right there's funny.
What?
It says, my therapist, what seems to be the problem? Me. And then that whole thing. That was pretty funny. Y'all don't even know how different this hits when you're at rock bottom.
Oh God.
My friends, why can't you pass a mirror without crying? That's Jack from The Incredibles.
Yeah, yesterday. You know how it hit rock bottom for me?
Yeah.
At that wrestling convention yesterday, you don't realize it until you actually, when you see yourself in the picture. We've talked about it 100 times, but I went over. Jake the Snake was like 4 booths over from us yesterday.
Uh-huh.
So the long story on that is Chad texted me. I know you.
Yeah.
I'm
Go ahead.
in present
Anyway,
tense.
go
My
ahead.
text is. He says, "Hey, my help backed out. Like I'm screwed. This is like the biggest wrestling convention I do every year. I need your help. I'll pay you. Put you in a hotel room."
Waking up.
And so I go down, and Jake Roberts is like 4 booths down from him. So I'm like, we got a slow part. I said, Chad, I'm gonna go holler at Jake. And I had a picture with him about 6 years ago, and it turned out it wouldn't.
Yeah.
It didn't turn out. It was blurry. So I was like, hey, Jake. I said, so you were on our podcast about this time last year. I know you do a lot of interviews. You probably don't remember, around Tennessee area. I said, appreciate you doing that. And grab a picture with you real quick. Yeah, man. Got back, and Lindsay was like, you taking pictures with everybody else? I said, well, I took one with Lillian at the booth, took one with Jake Roberts, took one with Tessa Blanchard. And I said, only other person, the Iron Sheik. You know the Iron Sheik.
Oh, yeah.
Sheiky, baby.
Yeah.
He was all the way across the convention center from us, so I didn't get to speak to him. I'm breaking down Chad's booth as he takes Lillian back to the airport, and here comes Sheiky, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I go up and shake his hand. Crazy as hell. Iron Sheik. Anybody that don't know the Iron Sheik, look him up on YouTube. Psycho.com. He's one of the greatest personalities in history of pro wrestling. So I shake his hand, get a picture with him. And Lindsay, and I just told her, I said, I'm disgusting. I said, like, I don't even want to post these pictures. And I said, I know it's like a girl right now. I was like, but I'm fat as shit. I'm pale. For whatever reason, I shaved my beard.
Yeah.
Which hides 75% of it.
Yeah.
And I said, I mean, these are some big names I just met today. And I said, I can't do it.
Yeah.
My third chin's touching my pectoral region.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fat. And this is how I felt.
This right here's
How did I feel looking at my pictures yesterday?
Waking up every day. And still being fucking ugly. Get old.
Shit get old. I can't even post them. I loved it.
My glow up passing me.
Why my glow up keep passing me?
We were passing through Asheville last night, and I was so worried about my glow up. A filter can't fix a fat neck.
You know?
And still being fucking ugly. Get old.
Get old, girl.
Yeah.
Damn, Sinead, get old.
This is my favorite.
Get old. Right?
Shit get old.
Tell you what, ain't get old. That video.
It doesn't. It just I feel for this young lady if she's really feeling that way. If this isn't some kind of put on, that really hits home.
That hit.
Yeah, that hit home, honey.
Oh my word. You know what else hit the other day? My horn. behind you in Cookville.
I didn't know what was going on. But I'll tell you, when somebody's beeping their horn at me.
Stupid. Hold on just a second. I got something good for you.
Yeah.
So here's a.
See if Mr. Hickman there. Jesus Christ, can this guy not hear anything?
No, I couldn't.
This is me behind Lucas on County Farm Road the other day.
I'm sure everybody else is thinking, what the hell's wrong with this guy?
I'm in the Malibu with my face hid behind the sun visor.
That one right there was the first one that I heard.
you storm off onto the grade.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the first one.
Look who we got here, old big-headed Hickman. I pulled out right in front of him and didn't even see it.
So why am I talking like Clint Fraley?
Go on!
I never knew it until we pulled off a county farm onto the grade.
I hope he can't see who I am.
Wait.
Probably listen to Casey Musgraves, can't hear me.
That was a good one.
You know, I never even heard it.
Seriously?
Seriously, I didn't. Seriously, I didn't hear it.
I couldn't catch up. The Mally was beasting, and it couldn't catch up to the.
I got up there, and I heard that second to last one, and I thought, wow, I wonder why that person honked his horn before he pulled out on the grade. Still didn't even recognize that it come from behind me, and then I got up there, and he honked again, and I thought, this son of a bitch behind me, he's honking at me, and I pulled out, and I didn't recognize who it was, and I thought, I wonder what this guy's problem is. So you know what I did? I pulled. I got around. I got out in front of you. I got down in the little valley, and I pulled off the side of the road so I could sit and watch and see who come past me, see who that person was that come past me.
You called and said, what are you doing? I said, I'm in Cookville.
You called me.
Did
Yeah,
I?
you called me.
I knew it was one of us.
Yeah.
And you said,
You said, hey, what you doing? I said,
that
hey,
you?
is that you behind me? No. And then I was sitting there. I was waiting on you, and then you passed me. I thought, I got you.
Yeah, he was right on the shoulders, waiting for me to come through. You know who else was on the road the other day? Sam Hunt.
Yeah, he was. You know, he and I were in two completely different situations. We were both pulled over on the side of the road, though.
He was going to Ellerton Parkway, driving on the wrong side of the road, handed the officers a credit card and a passport when they asked for a driver identification.
Yeah.
A .173. That's double the limit.
That's pretty high.
Yeah.
That's over double.
That's drunk.
And oh, wait, the limit?
I'm drunk.
You're pretty drunk.
That's drunk.
If you pull out a credit card and hand it to a police officer when it comes to your window, you're pretty drunk.
I first saw the picture and thought Julian Edelman, and I was screwed. I was going to lose him off my fantasy football team because they look just alike.
They do.
But
you know, when police officer says, hand me your ID, and you hand him a credit card, he says, sir, this is your credit card. And then you go, oh, my bad. And then you get out your passport and hand it to him. He goes, sir, this is your passport. It's just
sick out.
It's just getting old. It's just getting old.
Well, you know, everybody. It's really our fault as pop country bashers.
Yeah,
we've been waiting for this guy to do something country for 5 years,
and he finally does.
He's like, well, George Jones rode a damn lawnmower to the liquor store.
Yeah,
Randy Travis got pulled over in a church parking lot drunk. I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
these guys will respect me if I drive drunk down Elliston Parkway.
And you know what? We're still not.
No,
still
don't respect you. Really. Every time I think about Sam Hunt, it does, girl. Sam Hunt. Every time I hear a Sam Hunt song, Every time I hear Florida Georgia Line on the radio, every time I hear Kane Brown,
Get old. Like,
every time I hear him.
it's hard. Waking up every day and still being fucking ugly. That shit get old. Like,
That's the last time I'm done.
Because
With
you
it.
stole Derrick Henry's hairstyle.
Yeah.
And you have 7-inch long pink fingernails.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you look like Coolio at 14 seconds of this video.
You need to grab your glow up on the way through.
Oh, shit. She's back.
this pissing me off because I cannot sit here all day and try to flatten my fucking hair. Like, who the fuck has time for that bullshit? This shit is hard.
Okay, this ain't
I don't
real.
fucking have time. Nobody wanna sit here and do this shit. This shit is nappy and it won't fucking do right. Why do we keep doing that? Like, it's going this way. Like, no, I'm fucking trying to say it. And she keep on like, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's doing it like my mama.
I got my mama hair, y'all.
No.
Hell no.
This is a straightener, not a curling iron.
Well, you can polish a turd all day and it's still going to be a turd. Damn, that shit get old.
Oh.
I never laughed at something harder than something I understood every 6 words.
She told her hair, quit playing, bitch. Oh.
Oh, she ain't got no ass either. How you gonna be a black girl with no ass? You got robbed. Oh man.
Oh.
Thank you.
I'm so glad we found that.
Thank you, Nicole.
Yeah, thank you.
We love you.
If anybody wants to know what we're watching, her name is Nicole, Nicole TV. And she's hilarious. Nicole TV Meltdown. Nicole TV.
Waking up every day and still being fucking ugly.
That's Nicole TV, y'all.
I hope I hit my glow up this year.
Yeah.
2020, my New Year's resolution
That's my.
is my glow up to catch up to me.
Yeah.
I just want to hit my glow up. I want that glow up. That bitch quit playing.
Quit playing, bitch.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Today's episode is brought to you by Soul Glow.
Soul Glow. That was funny.
You better look up some Soul Glow if you know what I'm talking about. Go get you a Source magazine from 1999. It's Soul Glow.
You know,
Damn.
I like, everybody has their own culture.
Oh yeah.
Hermitage Springs, however, is a pretty one-sided culture. You know what I mean? Not a lot of diversity in the crowd.
Nope.
I was at the dollar store and they had an Essence magazine at the counter so that you could purchase it on your way out.
Yeah.
I said, you get a lot of people coming through and buying the Essence magazine. I feel like this is more of a National Enquirer crowd. Maybe you should put the National Enquirer up here. Probably more people believe in Bigfoot than what's going to pick up the Essence magazine.
Yeah.
The girl said, I don't know. To which is not a response to anything that I said. I don't know. I said, cool. Yeah.
It's like, do you want to eat at home or do you want to go out somewhere? Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's good. It's not.
It was two questions.
Yeah. Neither of which you answered.
Essence. I've never seen an Essence. I think Topics was probably any time away from having a publication here.
Topics is more of what
that would sell.
Yeah.
Herman Springs, that would sell off the fucking
jump off the rack into everybody's cart.
Just automatically suck it right in there.
Yeah, and probably not the Essence magazine.
No.
I don't know what made me think of that. She looks like the girl that was on the front of the Essence magazine.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh yeah, I get it. Anyway, what else we got, buddy? Because we're an hour and 20 in.
Well, hey, our listeners deserve a good episode.
Well, yeah.
I lied straight to their. I bold faced lied to them because we were good for coming in together.
Mm-hmm.
For what day was we trying to? We said we were going to do Wednesday night.
We were going to do Wednesday night.
And then you said,
and then I said, it's Thanksgiving. What were we thinking? Trying to schedule a podcast on Thanksgiving.
I didn't even preview because I didn't know what it would be like.
You thought it was going to be a gift.
Then on Wednesday, I said, no, I didn't preview the podcast. Then Wednesday, I was like, hey, man, we're finally going to have a podcast. Promise. And Mackie's like, it ain't like y'all was really going to do one. I was like, no, we're really going to this time.
Mm-hmm.
Then you text me maybe 30 minutes after I put it on Facebook. We can't do that. We can't do this.
Yeah.
It's Thanksgiving.
You said, word to your mother. And then later on, I said, hey, man, what the actual F were we thinking scheduling a podcast tonight? It's Thanksgiving tomorrow. I have somewhere to go every night this week. I can't do an effing podcast. You said, oh, no, that's terrible news.
I said, this shit get old.
That's terrible news. Where do you have to be tonight? Because you don't believe me sometimes, I believe. I believe you ask questions like that because you don't believe me.
No, I believe you.
My grandmother's. You're welcome to join me if you'd like. You said, shit, what time is that? 5. Okay, you still working all day? Yeah. What's the rest of your schedule? Tomorrow, Mom's house, work Friday, dinner at Kara's grandmother's. Might be able to do one tomorrow night. I think we do lunch at Mom's. And it just didn't work.
I said screwed in there somewhere, didn't I?
Yeah.
Somewhere. Screwed.
You're going to have kids for Black Friday shopping. Boy, we're pretty screwed. 3 to 4:30 today anyway. 3 to 4 something. I didn't get off work till 4:30.
That's all right. We're here tonight.
Here we are.
And having a damn good time.
Yeah.
Charles Henry wants to know, talk about how great HBK Shawn Michaels is.
I didn't know who HBK was until you said Shawn Michaels.
The Heartbreak Kid, the showstopper, the icon, the main eventer, the headliner.
Well, tell him how good
he's the greatest of all time. He's the greatest of all time.
Is he though?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. When you
You're not going to tell me why.
When you package in the look,
yeah,
he had a good look.
Yeah.
Now he got cross-eyed later in life.
Yeah. Good look.
You know, it's weird that both of my favorite athletes of all time, if you want to call a pro wrestler an athlete, are both cross-eyed now in their adult lives. Shaq and Shawn Michaels.
I didn't know Shaq was cross-eyed.
Kind of. They always like Keenan, or what's that comedy guy that everybody always puts him like cross-eyed on Saturday Night Live and shit. He's not cross-eyed.
I've never looked at Shaq and thought he'd cross-eyed.
He's not cross-eyed, but the comedians act like he is.
Why?
I don't know.
He kind of looks cross-eyed right there.
Yeah, he get that stupid look he makes sometimes. See, they all make him look cross-eyed.
He doesn't look cross-eyed. He looks lazy as hell.
Oh. He just looks lazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, now you add in Shawn Michaels' look, his microphone skills,
yeah,
his athletic ability,
mm-hmm,
the ability to make believe that a 6-foot guy can beat a 7-foot guy. He's just the best. He's better than Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
He's better than all of them.
Yeah, sure.
He didn't sell as many tickets as all the rest of them.
Right.
Which means a lot.
It does mean a whole lot.
He's my favorite of all time.
He was cool.
He's just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. Not your boy toy.
Boy toy. Is that
He's just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
Actually, you know what?
No, let's not play it.
We're not going to play it.
Yeah.
You know what we're going to do?
Tell me.
You just talk. Shawn.
Well, I don't have anything that I can possibly say about Shawn Michaels.
Sing the fucking song until I get the lyrics.
Literally, the only thing I know is sexy boy.
He's not your boy toy.
Boy toy.
I would love for you
we could have pulled it up here.
Oh, yeah. We have the internet right in front of us.
Yeah. If that's what you were doing, if you could have said,
Here you go. Oh, Sean.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the looks that drive the girls wild.
I've got the moves
That really move them.
I send chills up and down their spine.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy.
I'm just a sexy boy.
Sexy boy.
I'm not your boy toy.
Boy toy.
I'll make them hot.
I make them shiver.
Oh, boy, jump there.
God.
Their knees get weak.
Whenever I am around.
They see me walk.
They hear me talk.
I make them feel.
Oh, like they're on cloud 9.
I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy.
Eat your heart out, girls.
I'm not your boy toy.
Hands off the merchandise.
Boy toys. And then it repeats over.
I'm just a sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. Boy toy. I'm just sexy boy. Sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm a boy toy. Boy toy. Sexy boy.
Huh.
So that's not 1A best of all time just because of the song. Don't know what it is.
He had a hell of a run, 93 to 2014.
He retired for 4 years.
In the middle of that.
From 98 to 02, he retired. But he's,
How did he get to where he could chase squirrels and groundhogs at the same time?
Because his eyes did this.
I know, but what happened to him?
I don't know if he just had too many chair shots to the head. I don't know. He could get out there, as the wrestlers like to say, and wrestle a broomstick and put over the broomstick. Okay, he's
Right.
the best of all time. Mark Poindexter wants to know our thoughts on AEW wrestling, which Lucas don't know is a thing. Ran by Tony Khan, Jacksonville Jaguars owner.
Okay.
Chris Jericho was the world champion. Cody Rhodes, Dusty's son. It's a nice alternative if Mark listens to the show. I think I rooted for it. It's a nice alternative to WWE television, which has got stale because it's oversaturated. They have 3 hours of Raw, 2 hours of SmackDown. NXT's 2 hours. It's just too much content coming out of New York. AEW was a nice alternative, but to me, I went and watched it live because I got a free ticket with my buddy Carlos, and it's like a glorified independent show. No matter how much money they got backing it, I'm just old school. Call me crazy, but I like my wrestlers on steroids. And I don't care about these 165-pound guys flipping all over the ring. They're just like standing there waiting to get hit with a triple hurricanrana. It's just lost.
All of that high flying nonsense. You have to your partner kind of has to be standing still for it to work, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you can't really sell it as easy.
Like to me, growing up, a super kick like Shawn Michaels' finisher was a super kick.
Yeah.
You had a DDT was a finishing move by Jake the Snake Roberts, who invented it. You had all these things that didn't have to kill each other to be a finishing move that, if done the right way, worked.
Yeah.
Now these guys are doing like triple suplexes off the top rope through 5 tables, and they're kicking out at 2 3/4 to add the drama to it, albeit. But I mean, that takes what wrestling guys will call the story and the philosophy. You got to have a good philosophy if you're a wrestler. We all know it's fake. But I mean, if you're going to tell a story, yeah, there's Sean looking at both of us right now.
He is. Yep.
But I mean, it doesn't make sense. Then you got this guy that somebody grabs his junk and he flips them, and he's not WWE or AEW. His name's Joey Ryan, but there's just no philosophy. And I know Jim Cornette's old timer that comes off like the bitter old get off my lawn guy, but there's just no sense. If a super kick is a finishing move 20 years ago, these guys are doing things that are killing them, and they're kicking out 2 3/4. They wonder why ratings are in the shitter. AEW is fine. And to me, it looks like to have all that money and the production value they could have, it looks like a glorified independent
What does
show.
that mean?
It's all elite wrestling.
Okay.
And they've got money. This guy's got more money than Vince McMahon does.
Really?
He's worth $8 billion.
Holy crap.
Like that. I tried so hard because I love wrestling. Like, people say, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Well, if you've watched something your whole life, like the NBA is a bunch of entitled pussies, like I told Waylon. I don't know why I whispered it now and I screamed it at my 13-year-old earlier, but you love it. Like I love basketball and I want to watch the NBA. I don't like that the guys are making $40 million or sitting out a load of management. Same way I love pro wrestling. I'm bored with WWE and I wanted AEW to succeed, but to me, it's just hard to watch. Hard to watch. Charles Barkley said the best line ever the other day. He said, it's hard for me to feel sorry for these guys. He said, all of us superstars from the 80s and 90s were making 100,000, 200,000, or not really, but, chump change compared to what these guys are making.
Right.
And he said, we played 82 games a year. He said, these guys making 40, 50 million and don't play. He said, I flew coach. He said, I had some woman snoring and drilling on my shoulder. He said, 3 hours later, I had to go play Akeem Olajuwon.
Right.
It's just, times are different. He also asked about Mark asked about Chris Knight. We talked about Chris Knight a lot.
Yeah. We got a lot of inside stories on Chris Knight since we've interviewed him. We've met a lot of people that have met Chris Knight since then. And their stories are much better than ours are. However, we can't share them with you. But
yeah,
the impression that any of you got from his stories with us, they're all accurate. That's how he is.
Yeah. To me, if he liked people, if he liked being around, if he was more engaging,
yeah.
To me,
there wouldn't be no one better, and he would be a completely different artist.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think
if he could have carried his abilities into liking the human race, he would have.
Yeah, well, yeah, and you hear him talk. He finally released that new album for the first time in 7 years, and he said it ain't like I just been sitting up here not doing anything. I'm married. I've got a kid in college, got a kid in high school, maybe 2 kids in college, whatever he's got. And he farms.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I'll give him credit for not succumbing to all the glitz and glamour of the Nashville production value and just writing songs that, he's going to go down to national treasure. Like, people in this generation are looking at a guy like John Prine, a guy that a lot of us didn't know, but you hear his name and he's more prevalent now than ever through the internet and through stuff. And Chris Knight's I think he'll go down kind of as the John Prine of this generation. Like, he wrote some damn good songs. He stayed true to himself. He never made it big, but he's respected beyond his peers.
Yeah.
But the stories we've got are great, and they hit right on the head. Like, if you think Chris Knight will do something, they're accurate.
Yeah.
They're pretty accurate.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Everybody that gave us a story about him respects the hell out of him. But it's just he's just who he is all the time.
And not at all trying to run him down, because it actually ended in a good.
Yeah.
Every artist that we've talked to about him
always ends well.
It ends well. It starts off bad. He's not. He doesn't go out of his way.
Not personable.
To speak. But after
some time,
yep,
he becomes. After you get used to him, he's apparently a very genuine, very nice guy. After you understand how to talk to him.
And his song, It Ain't Easy Being Me, is in my top 10 country songs of all time.
And I would imagine that couldn't be more accurate. It ain't easy being him, I wouldn't think.
Nope. I was going to Hank Jr. there. I'm just kidding. Justin Ryan wants to know our stance on deer hunting, deadlifts, and whiskey.
Deer hunting, go for it. Deadlifts, are you training for something? Why blow your back out?
He is. Justin Ryan's a power lifter.
Then go for it. And then whiskey, I don't partake in it. Never did like it. What's your thoughts on?
There's one I partake in.
Yeah.
One I've never done.
Yeah.
And one I only do it because my family does it.
Right. Whiskey's the first one.
Yeah.
Deadlift's the second one.
Yeah.
Deer hunting's the last one.
Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot of Kendi men that do a lot of deadlifts.
No, I wouldn't think
I never
so.
went down to Rick's garage. He's down there like, he got his Chuck Taylors on.
Yeah, he wasn't
the cutoff tee.
He wasn't yelling at you about your phone bill halfway through a deadlift set.
Nope. Nope. No. I pretend to like deer hunting. I don't like it necessarily.
I've done it. My brother, I always said that the reason that I don't deer hunt is so that it balances out me and my brother.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, he probably kills enough for the two of us. He likes it. He likes it enough for the two of us. I'll say that.
I was the youngest member of PETA.
Yeah.
I loved animals a lot when I was a kid.
Sure.
I did. I love other than the cats I used to catch and whatever. But no, I didn't. I never did go. That was a joke. But I just remember thinking,
I've been deer hunting and I killed a deer and I hated it. I didn't like it.
Then you kill it, but then's the fun part.
Yeah.
Then you got to field dress. You got to gut it.
I don't like blood. Don't like guts. You know, you can mess me with all that shit. I don't care anything about it. Do I want to see the picture of your deer? Sure. Send it to me.
I look at it every time.
I'll look at it. I'll tell you how big it is. I've measured a lot of racks. I can measure it for you if you want to know what it'll score.
Hey, I know you don't know it because you're not on Facebook, but I love, because I think it's hilarious because it's like justification, right? A guy will kill a 5-point deer and be like, not the best
Meat
one
deer.
I killed, but got jerky.
Yeah, got meat deer. Yeah, you got a meat deer.
Yeah, ain't nobody giving a shit about no jerky when you kill a 10-pointer.
No,
But you kill.
You know, what's always interesting to me is I've got a lot of friends, and my brother that go hunt and have killed big deer.
Yeah.
You know, I know what 140, 150, 180 point or inch deer looks like, you know. And then somebody that hasn't hunted a lot that goes out and will kill that and just shoot that 5-pointer to say they shot a buck, you know, that'll just shoot whatever. They'll come up and say, man, look at this big one I caught. And I used to have, I run a contest and they'd come up and say, look at the size of this deer that I killed. You know, it's probably going to be a 160 inch deer, you know.
Yeah.
If it breaks 90 points, you know, they'd go, well, that was bigger than that in the field. It must have shrunk. Yeah, it did. It did. Shrunk. I had a 140 inch deer sitting in the floor, and this guy come in telling me about this 140 inch deer he had killed and had it in his truck, and you know was going to bring it to me later. You know, and he's probably going to win the contest with it. You know, he already wrapped it up. And I pulled that one out from behind my desk. I said, this one measured 144. Does it look like this? He goes, no, man. No, it don't look like that. He said, that's a 140 inch deer, huh? I said, yeah, man. That's what a 140 inch deer looks like. He goes, I'm probably just, is that in the contest? I said, yeah, he's in the contest too. He said, I'm probably just going to leave that in my truck for after a while. So, well, I'll come outside and measure it for you if you really want to see what it is. He said, no, I'm good.
What's some other cliches for deer hunting? Big buck down.
Well, I don't know that one. Buck fever.
If it's brown, it's down.
Yeah.
That's another one you see on Facebook Live. It's brown, it's down this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's proud of that 5-pointer.
No.
Nobody's proud of that 5-pointer. That's why you have to justify it with your jerky comment.
Yeah.
If you kill a big deer, you're talking about the rack. You're talking about the spread.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about the body. How much?
I'm not interested in you having shot a deer just to have shot a deer.
Nah.
Don't care.
Mm-mm.
I'll look at your picture and say, yeah, it's a good one. I don't care. If you just shot one to be shooting one and you're 35 years old, you know, do some hunting.
Yeah. I like
if it's legitimately a jerky deer, why are you taking pictures of it and showing it off?
Exactly.
You know,
they preface it by saying that.
Yeah, this is just jerky deer.
Not the best I've ever killed. This ain't the best. This ain't the best I've ever killed.
Yeah. You're gonna show me a picture. Show me a picture of a 12-pointer. You know.
Yeah. I'm
big rack.
No whiskey.
You know something about some whiskey. I've seen you sample whiskey before.
When we were at spring break in 2004, and those boys from Indiana, and I'm not trying to Hank Jr. myself right now, but who put them down though?
Yeah,
who showed them how to drink whiskey?
I mean, I've literally never seen anybody drink that much of a handle at one time.
No, I was a badass.
Yeah,
or a dumbass.
I would say. Now that being said, I also don't remember much of what happened after you.
It's actually because I didn't puke. I know that I didn't puke.
Right.
Hey, I was back then. I would drink.
If I did, it was early.
Hold on. You didn't. You weren't drinking whiskey.
No, I know. I was saying if I puked.
Oh yeah,
I puked early.
You know, back then I would chase Jim Beam with Bud Light.
Yeah.
There wasn't a Pepsi. What's that?
Yeah.
I don't need your damn Pepsi.
Yeah.
But there was another cat there funneling beer because I wasn't a beer funneler.
Right.
But Lucas Hickman was his initials, and he could funnel beer quicker than anybody I've ever seen in my life. Brent Duffer can claim it all he wants. BrentDuffersWrong.com. Lucas Hickman all day, every day, twice on Sunday.
We had some competition. I got him.
Now, Brent.
He could get after it, though.
But who got him?
I did.
You did. Who?
However, not me. This guy.
Brent got you every now and then?
No.
No. Suck it, Brent.
But that being said, nobody else was going to get him.
That's true.
Yeah.
No,
nobody else.
Y'all were the best too. I'll give you. Then there was
get him, though.
Then there was Fraley shotgun in a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I mean, do that.
Now,
who does that?
I was like,
Fraley.
now I couldn't take one of them, one beer. Yeah, that wasn't much of a competition.
Yeah.
You know, you put 12 beers in there. I can't do it. Now we got a buddy. It'll take all 12 beers at once.
Yeah, I already said his name. They don't
Yeah.
sense him being
Well,
bashful.
I'm not going to say his name because he asked us not to, but.
Oh, yeah. Well, there was a guy from Salina once that said he thought he could drink till he went out with our buddy.
Yeah.
And they kept drinking. Our buddy was getting him.
Yeah.
But he said, I thought he was going to let me win one. He said his mug didn't go up. He said, he just being cocky now, looked over and he's drinking out of the pitcher. Yeah. So there's that. But now I remember in the same buddy when we were drinking that whiskey down in Panama and I had the handle of beam up and our buddy was going, look at it. It's not even touching. It's just going down his throat.
Yeah.
He's not even, it's just going down his throat.
Yeah.
You little bitches.
It was fun. 2004.
We put those boys from Indiana down.
Yeah. Hey, they were fun. They were wild. They were very, very wild.
Which was right up our alley at the time.
He said that one boy had ulcerative colitis and it really hurt him to drink beer, but boy, he'd put his horns up and just start tackling random ass people out on the balcony. It was wild.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
But so I brag on myself to belittle myself now. When my throat was hurting so bad the day, Lindsay said, take a shot of whiskey. I said, I don't think I have any. I don't drink whiskey at home. She goes, you got 2 bottles in the freezer. And sure enough, I didn't even know they were up there. And I opened the top of it and just smelled.
Oof.
And I said, how did I used to drink this stuff straight?
Oof.
And I did.
What was it? Jack Daniels, Jim Beam?
It was Jim Beam, but it was like Jim Beam. It wasn't honey. It was like a Jim
Gentleman
Beam,
Select or something.
like Devil's Cut.
Oof.
I would say it was left over from Andrew Pope, but that ain't true because we drank the whole bottle. So, yeah, man.
What was the other thing?
Yeah, Justin Stewart wanted to know on Black Friday.
No. No, that was 3 things there. What was the other?
Deadlifts.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're doing a powerlifting competition, go for it.
Yeah.
I don't know why else you do deadlifts. They're just hard on you.
I'm not it's not my thing. I get tickled watching cats deadlift, and it's almost like they're getting off.
Yeah.
Like they have an orgasm somewhere between the puffing face, like getting ready to take their breath in. By the time it's like they nut a little bit.
Yeah.
Before they.
If you want to go, if you grab 500-600 pounds and pick it up, man, you're strong. However, I mean, what's that doing to your body?
No.
It ain't good on it. It's really taxing your central nervous system. So if you're wanting to get where you can pick up 500 or 600 pounds, go for it. Go for it. But boy, it's hard on you. It's really hard on your lower back, and not a lot of payoff.
I don't get it.
Full body workout, but it's really not enough payoff.
You know something about it. I won't say anything about it because somebody's gonna be like, because when I see somebody put 600 pounds on a bench press and pop their eyeballs and give themselves an aneurysm for lifting at one time.
Yeah.
I don't get it, but I'm also a bit like the American Dream Dusty Rhodes at 35.
I get it. I've picked up heavy deadlifts and I've bench pressed heavy. I get it. I get the idea of wanting to do it. Now I'm 34 and I don't get it anymore.
Yeah.
That's a young man's game for sure. Look at Ronnie Coleman. Ronnie Coleman, the greatest bodybuilder of all time. 10 back surgeries in, he can't walk anymore. You can't go see Ronnie Coleman and him stand up. He might stand up and take a picture with you, but he stood up out of his chair and then sat right back down in it as soon as that camera clicked. It ain't worth it.
And really, the truth is, you got to wear those canvas Chuck Taylor shoes, and I got cankles.
Yeah,
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
And you got to wear a leotard, a ballet leotard to do all that stuff.
That's a mess.
Yeah, it's too much.
It's a lot of.
I don't look good in that.
Well,
I'm not.
You carry that light pole in your pants anyway.
Yeah.
That's going to stick out.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to be embarrassed. I'm sorry. Can you turn the kids around?
I'm
going to do this deadlift. I'm going to slap somebody in the head.
Nah, you don't want that. You don't want that drama going on.
There's no sense in it.
Jesus Christ. Light pole. They take you back to about 2000?
It did. It did.
Oh, well, there you're welcome for the free publicity.
Thank you.
Well, you're a humble guy.
Humble guy.
Humble.
Humble beginnings.
Aren't you humble?
I'm a humble guy.
You're not number two. Justin Stewart says Black Friday,
Yeah.
Walmart MMA. How can you go from being thankful at lunchtime to throwing down over some towels in the aisle
Hey,
at Walmart?
I'm as thankful as anybody, but for a 50-cent towel, I'm going to punch a bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to elbow somebody right in the eye.
Mildred will get these hands.
You ain't bringing your walker and your blue hair in here and getting my 50-cent towel,
No.
that crock pot I've had my eyes on for
you-
2 months that was
Bouffant bitch. You better sit
it's
down.
$3 off on Black Friday. I'll trip you straight. You won't even get past the security guard before I trip you, old woman. I ain't doing it. You ain't doing it.
Not gonna do it.
Uh-uh.
You Black Friday shop? For
No.
real? On the real? Though?
On the real for no.
I went last year.
Why did you go Black Friday shopping? I would rather pay more. I will pay more than what the sticker is to not have to go Black Friday shopping.
Okay.
If it's $200 on Thursday and it's $180 on Friday, I would pay $220 on Saturday to get it.
There you go.
To not have to have been there Friday.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's not
stupid.
And it's not even Black Friday now. It starts like on Thursday and goes through Sunday. You can get there realistically. You ain't gotta be there.
Yeah. You ain't gotta be there.
What do
though.
we need that much?
Nobody needs
Nothing.
anything that much.
You don't need that much. People are stupid, Justin Stewart. That's the reason. People want to get their stupid ass matching shirts. You know,
Oh yeah, it's a thing.
that's
It's
a thing. That's
yeah.
a thing.
It's an issue.
I don't know if Lindsay and her friend done it, but I know they had discussed it.
They didn't. I seen them when they got back. I drove past them.
What do you mean you drove past them?
They were parked. It seemed to have been them. I was driving. I think they were dropping. One of them was dropping the other one off at the parking lot at the bank in Jackson County after shopping.
Maybe I don't even know where they met at. I warned her. I
Mhm.
said, "Don't be those people."
They have
I
the
said, "I
same
know."
shirts
I
on.
said, "I know you've probably discussed it." I said, "Because her friends make shirts.
Mhm.
Like Lindsay's one of those.
Mhm.
One of those that I despise that has like a paragraph on her shirt every time you see her.
Mhm.
God forbid. God forbid.
It didn't. She didn't. If that was in fact her, she didn't seem to have anything written on her shirt.
I need to follow up on that.
Yeah.
But I was like, just don't with those people. Because now that she's got a friend that makes shirts,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, straight up, like
They put the whole paragraph on
put
it.
the whole paragraph.
Yeah.
Oh, I said something funny on Facebook the other day. Or I thought it was funny, but because we always joke about the "It's fall, y'all," and "Baby, it's cold outside."
Uh
It went from like 65 to 35 there a couple weeks ago,
huh. Yeah.
and I said, "Hey, these basic white women are loving life right now. So they can caption their photos on Monday with 'It's fall, y'all,' and Tuesday with 'Baby, it's cold outside,' and be accurate." Damn Tennessee weather. And one of the last, Travis Fox says, "Well, let's talk about faster horses, younger women, older whiskey, and more money."
I like that.
I know about two of those.
Say it again. Faster horses.
It's the old song: faster horses, younger women, older whiskey, and more money.
Mm. I know about faster horses.
Yeah, that's actually not on my list. I've never been on a horse day in my life. Best I remember.
Mm-hmm. That's the only one I know anything about, and I'm not really familiar with it.
I rode those ones outside of Bill Martin's when I was little.
That may be the ones I'm thinking of.
They're not fast.
Oh, okay.
Younger women. Is Carol younger than you?
Nope, she's older than I am.
A little cradle robbery.
Mm-hmm.
Older whiskey. That's a thing.
That's a thing.
More money.
I don't know anything about that.
Now, if it would have said,
Hey, I have spent my entire life trying to figure out a way to get more money
younger women,
to only come to the realization that the only thing that I'm good at is not getting more money. I'm not good at it.
if you have more money, you can get younger women.
I bet
guarantee
that's right.
you that.
I bet that's right.
I watched a thing on YouTube the other day, and it was the gold digger challenge or whatever.
Uh-huh.
It was guys going up to these women and saying, "Hey, I'm having a party at my apartment tonight. Would you like to come?" And she's like, "No, thank you." So he walks to the guy next to her and said, "Hey, dude, I've got a party going on in my apartment tonight. You want to come?" He's like, "Yeah, bro." Because all these guys are in on it.
Yeah.
He's like, "All right, cool, man. Here's $500." He's walking up. She's like, "Hey, can I? Is the offer still good?"
Uh-huh.
Another dude walks up to a girl sitting at a park bench. She's doing homework. He's like, "Hey, can I sit here?" And she goes, "Yeah, I guess." "Hey, I need to. Are you interested in going out? Getting your number?" She goes, "Or getting your number, going out?" She's like, I got a boyfriend." He's like, "Okay, cool." And it has a subtitle come up and says, or a caption comes up and says, his buddy calls, acts like it's his attorney,
Yeah.
puts it on speaker. He's like, "Hey, what's up? Not much. All right, hey, the settlement went through. You got the when somebody leaves you money. Yeah,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
Good
about
Lord, yeah. We watched Nicole's video and dumbed us down the rest of the night. We have a goddamn vocabulary anymore. So, geez, I had the word right there in my mind again. Anyway, you've got the
wheel.
Well, it's not a wheel, but it's it's in the wheel to get the. Geez, I feel like we're on a game show trying to help each other out here.
And we're both stupid.
Oh my word! Like we're not that dumb. Like we both know the word.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Everybody knows what the hell we're talking about. It's on the tip of my tongue every time I do it. But anyway, he's like, "Yeah, bro, you got the full $2 million." The girl's ears perked up. You know? He's like, "And I'm still got you on the line for another $500,000." He's like, "All right, cool, man. You sure?" He's like, "Yep, you got the full $2 million." He's like, "All right, I'll see you at 4." He's walking up. She goes, "Excuse me, do you still want my number?"
Yeah.
And I don't know. This stuff could be staged.
You're right.
You know, same thing. Hey, can I get your number? No. Hey, bro, aren't you the guy on the youngest billionaire? And and he's like, "No, it's like the youngest millionaire under 25. Something."
Right.
She's like, "Hey, do you still want my number?" He's like, "Nah, I'm good. Actually, I don't like gold diggers." It's a fun. No, I don't know how much is staged, but that's for sure. I mean, hey, men are gold diggers too.
Oh yeah,
but women.
You know, one of the funniest videos that I've ever seen on YouTube, and I don't know why it's so funny. In Venice Beach, or all over California, they have showers. You know, they don't just have. Yeah. They've got a whole wall of showers. Right. And somebody will be on the other side of it, keeps putting shampoo in their hair.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Oh God, people just freak out over. You can't figure out where all the soap's coming from.
Oh, I love those videos.
That's funny.
Don Asbury says, "I want to talk about me. Me as in Don Asbury."
Let's talk about Don. Don has been a wordsmith as long as I can remember. He gave the funniest senior. He come in. He was the keynote speaker at a senior graduation in high school at one point in time, and almost the entire thing were song titles. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Was I senior? Or what year was that?
I don't know. It's bound to have been you or Curtis.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it, but I do remember that, and he was valedictorian in his class. I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know what his valedictorian speech would have been, but I'm sure it was hilarious too. But yeah, his entire thing, every bit of it was a song title, and he just kept tying another song title in.
Yeah, I wish I could remember that. Don is really, really funny, and he wrote a speech on my bachelor party, and it was the Zach Galifianakis speech, the one-man wolf pack, or the wolf pack from A Hangover.
He read that one?
Yeah, I've still got it.
That's hilarious.
I would love to find it. I've got it put up. He wrote it for me, because you were at that bachelor party. Yeah, remember? We went to Hooters, and we went downtown.
Oh, yeah.
Me, you, and there's like 10 of us.
Yeah, I went outside and told a bum to settle down at Hooters.
I ate at Hooters.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah, I've seen that going south for you in a hurry.
I never could eat hot wings.
Yeah, they're hard on you, ain't they?
They're hard on me. Y'all boys treated me right on that one. There was, like I said, about 10 of us. I think it was.
I do remember that.
My best friend.
Remember the whole thing, actually. Remember I wasn't drinking at that point.
No? You talked us out of going places we were going to go.
Yeah, because we shouldn't. Nobody's in shape to go to those places.
Yeah, there's some really good stories from that night that came on later, but that's not here nor there. Now, Don, I want to talk about you. Occasionally, I want to talk about me.
Yeah.
Toby Keith, I want to talk about me, like Hank Jr. It's not about you, Don.
Yeah.
But if we are talking about you.
He's an aardvark. No, he's a walrus.
He is a walrus.
He's a GD walrus.
Yeah, and God, that's such a great story. I don't know, man. I'm always on the fence about telling stories about people, but this one, I mean, we've told it, and it's funny. Don's like DK, and he's just kind of got you wouldn't look at Don and think he'd be as foul mouthed, but he's as foul mouthed as me.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah,
he can be, right?
Yeah, sometimes. He can be. And this particular time was at my birthday party. I don't know. I don't know if it was just eating dinner. Yeah, is all we were doing. And he was telling the story, and Like I'm so on the fence about telling the story, but
probably don't. If you've got to think about whether or not you should tell it, you probably shouldn't tell it.
Yeah, I think we've told it even, but maybe I'm just not in the right mood to tell it tonight. Yeah. But
he'll forever be a walrus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. He was drinking.
Yeah.
A margarita.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'll talk to Don this week, and I will find out if that story's okay to fully tell. Then we'll talk about that story.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, Don's a good time. It's my Titan. We went to WrestleMania together. We went to we go to Titans games together. That's my dude. One time he plays a. I ain't telling that either. I ain't telling that either. He just Don.
Well, Don, we'd like to talk about you, but there's too many. We don't want to talk about you, buddy.
Yeah, I want to make sure it's okay to talk about you.
Yeah.
So
just next time everybody sees Dr. Don, call him Walrus.
Not just a walrus, but
a GD walrus.
GD walrus. It's a couple things. I got you some smoked bologna. I've been meaning to bring you since Rod Davis.
I don't know how I feel about what you just told me.
I got some smoked bologna.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you got me some smoked bologna.
Well, Barry Gore and Jeanette Gore's got you smoked bologna.
Okay.
Since showed us at the Rod Davis concert.
Yeah.
They sent home a big old log. Is it called a log?
I believe it is.
Called a log of bologna?
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you,
a light pole of bologna.
I've ate about half of mine, and yours is still wrapped up.
Nice.
And I forgot it.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting to bring it to you, but man, it's so good.
Yeah. Bring me that bologna light pole.
Let's give a slow jack and a ball rub one more time to JB's barbecue because it's that good.
It is that good.
Hey, and I need to make an announcement. They're going to be at the Justin Wells show, and we'll get to that in a second. The deal with that this time is where the tickets are sold through Eventbrite. I'm not really handling ticket money until later. It's just going into my account. They're going to be there. They're going to set up. They're basing it off an X amount of number of people, what you generally are average number that shows up to our shows, and they're going to cook. God damn, I don't know, Jace. I don't know if it's chicken or
they're going to cook what they're going to cook.
Hopefully, Jace comes, but I don't know. They're going to. I'll find out, but it's going to be prepared on site as always because it ain't a one lane road podcast concert series without JB's barbecue, and I mean that. They're going to be there first come first serve. $12 a plate, like always.
Pay when you get there.
Pay when you get there. Yeah, you don't. I'm not taking anything. It's nothing.
Bring an empty stomach.
Yep.
And an open wallet.
Speaking of Justin Wells, that is 19 days away. Justin Wells
on the 20th.
Yeah, December. It's a Friday this time. All the other 3 shows have been Saturday. This is a cool bit of fact. Can't get him on Saturday because he's doing an album release party with Chris Knight. Chris Knight's, of course, his album's been out since October, but still making the rounds at different venues doing the album release. So yeah, man, Justin Wells is playing. Can that put it in perspective of how cool this is about to be? Like him and Chris Knight are doing a double headlining show in Newport, Kentucky the next night, the same venue Jason and Courtney played after they played here. So yeah, Justin here in Gainesboro on the Friday night, and the next night he's driving up about 3.5, 4 hour trip up to Newport to play with Chris Knight. So
probably won't be a whole lot of meet and greets sitting around after that. Probably need to.
Yeah, I don't know. There'll be a little bit. So, they will be. Justin's got some great merchandise. He's still selling the Dawn of the Distance vinyl and CDs. So make sure you come out for that. I'm getting really excited. A lot of these things. Once the concert's over, I kind of put it in the rear view. I posted to social media for a couple of days, and I get I like to talk to everybody about how much a good time. Then I try to forget about everything for about 2 weeks.
And then go on to the next one.
Yeah. Even though it was already planned, this one's already planned. I've still not been promoting, and I'll promote about once a week. But Rigid Class is going to open the show, and that's Dylan Dalton Martin, TJ Dennis. I don't know the fourth guy's name. I've never met him. But they're gonna play the spot that Mayberry usually plays. And the tie-in with those guys is they're doing the light and the sound. It's RDM sound. They're donating that for the show. So they're doing the opening slot from 6:30 to 7. Southern rock music. Seen videos. You can look them up on Facebook. They've got some good stuff. So they'll be taking the role that our buddy Matt usually is in for this one, since doing the sponsorship deal with them. And we'll be talking about RDM sound more as it goes on. But then Ryle come through, play about an hour set.
Mm-hmm.
And I talked to Ryan Brandy last night. They're having Thanksgiving dinner, and we we were in a group text for a little bit, and so they're looking forward to it. And they started promoting it today. But Justin, we're going to have Justin on if our schedules work out.
Mhm.
Got to get an interview in with him before the 20th. So
We ought to be able to do a Wednesday night if you'd like to do one.
okay, yeah, I'll
As
text
long
him.
as the baby situation.
I'll-
So if we don't have a baby before the 11th, we'll have a baby on the 11th.
There you go.
So sometime between now and the 11th, there'll be a new baby.
If your wife promised you November 20th, and you're going all the way to December 11th.
The due date's December 4th. We were going to schedule it on her due date, but she wants to go naturally. The doctor said he doesn't want to go much past a week.
In a bathtub
Yeah.
at home.
You're right.
So we're gonna. Can I be here for that?
Yeah, if you want to.
I need to record anything.
You need to record me passing out whenever.
Yeah, not necessarily. I didn't even look at
Whenever
my own
she's,
kids being born.
Kara said, are you going to go? Are you going to watch? I said, no. I'm going to be up there beside your head. I'm going to be patting you on the hand, telling you how good of a job you're doing. She said, this may be your last opportunity to get to see a baby come into the world. I said, and I'm going to pass it up. I'm going to pass that opportunity up, and I'm going to be up there beside your head and patting you on the hand and rubbing your head and telling you how good of a job you're doing. She said, but don't you think you'd want to see it one time? I said, listen, if you want me to be there for the entire time that this child is being born, then what you need to let me do is be beside your head, patting you on the hand and wiping sweat off your head and telling you how good of a job you're doing. Because if I get down south a little too far and I see anything happening, I'll be on the floor and the nurses will be tripping over me. They'll be dragging me off to the side and saying, would you like me to go get someone else to come in here and help you through the rest of this situation?
You mean seeing the vagina?
With the blood, any of the blood that comes out, I wouldn't be able to handle it. I'm not going to be able to handle it.
Oh,
The vagina ain't going to bother me any. It's the little bloody situation that happens whenever the child comes out.
oh yeah.
I'm about to pass out right now thinking about it.
It's like Shark Week times 7. It's like the
It's a
monthly.
mess.
It's like the monthly flu.
It's a mess. I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look at it.
It's like the monthly flu with a like when like imagine the head this kid will have on it as usual.
Oh God.
But like like a 15-pound baby
Yeah.
coming out with looking like the month. It's just
Yeah. Mm-mm.
what is she get old?
Yeah. I don't want a part of it.
Ain't nothing beautiful about birth.
Other than the fact that a sweet little child is coming into the
Oh,
world.
that's it.
It's beautiful. I don't want to see it.
No,
Saw it in 6th grade on a video.
Justin
need to see
Wells,
it
I actually apologize that all your hype just went up in a
Cloud of vagina smoke.
yeah. And before we get out of here, I'd just like to say this concert is brought to you in part by Johnson's Auto Parts. It's Gary and Lisa Fox, 931-268-2515 or 268-2886. You can find them at 2364 South Grundy Quarles Highway, Gainesboro, Tennessee, 38562.
Not just for your automotive parts, they also have quite a welding selection. If you were to go in there and you're needing some welding rods or something that you can't get anywhere else, they've got them for you. I used to go in there and buy little bundles of stuff whenever I had to.
Lisa's been a big supporter of the OLR concert series as well with her son Travis. So, there's something about shopping local, man, that I believe in.
Well, you can't beat it. And you go in there, and it's you don't get that big time vibe where you're standing there and there's six places to check out and you don't know which guy's going to come talk to you. You're standing there. There's one person there. She's helping somebody, and if she's not helping them, she's helping you. She says, "Hello, honey. How can I help you?"
Yep.
That's a nice way to get your parts.
Yeah, and there's a garage down in Gainesboro that every time that's where my parts come from.
Yeah.
I always say call up the hill, see what they got.
See what they got.
And that's where I try to base it off of. And now that I'm getting to know Lisa a little bit more, I can go in myself
Mm-hmm.
and do that because if anybody understands and loves and appreciates a small town business, it's me. As we've said on this podcast, when you go looking for school donations, you don't go to Lowe's. You go to the hardware stores in your local.
That's
You
right.
go to Clay County Lumber. You go to H&H Lumber in Gainesboro, whatever. You go local. And my dad run a little country store that he lives in now. It was a cinder block building from 84 to 95 called Rick's Market. Gas, food, cold beer on the sign. And they had and that's in my heart. I'll always appreciate the little man, and so that's right there in Gainesboro. Gary and Lisa Fox.
I used to own a small business in Gainesboro, and Lisa was always good to me whenever I went up there.
That's your tie-in. Yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
and so that's it. She told me that they've been to every concert, and she says she loves what we're doing. And
yeah, nice people.
So that's hey, she just wants to help. So there it is. Go get your parts, Johnson Auto Parts. And your welding stuff, apparently.
Yeah, they got a pretty nice little selection of welding stuff up there. Got anything else, Big Daddy?
No.
All right, everybody. We're probably not going to play that little thing that we did at the beginning.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. You think so?
We can. If you don't, in hindsight, and in
I'll put it at the end.
We're thankful.
Yeah. I'm gonna put a little we're thankful thing at the end.
Lucas is thankful for a lot.
Yeah.
I'm thankful for you. You pretty son of a bitches.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
See you next week.
We'll be thankful at the end. We'll see you next week. It's that time of year again, Dustin.
Hanukkah.
No. It's actually that's not what I was talking about. Actually,
it's Christmas time.
Yes, but that's still not what I'm talking about. Because it's a lot closer to Thanksgiving than it was Christmas.
But Thanksgiving's over.
Right. However, this is actually our Thanksgiving podcast.
The Dollar General went straight from
Halloween to Christmas. Yes, you're right. However, there actually was another one in the middle there. Thanksgiving.
That's the one where we eat all our turkey and pretend to like our family.
That's right. It's that time of year again where you get together and you pretend like your crazy Uncle Larry eating crazy Uncle Larry. And
it's time to be thankful.
It's time to be thankful.
Larry.
Time to be thankful. Find that one thing about drunk Uncle Larry that's still redeeming.
Well, since we're playing this game, what are you thankful for, Lucas?
I'm thankful for a lot of things, Dustin. I'm thankful for my family.
Anybody in particular?
Well, my wife, but for sure, this new baby that's coming in. It's going to be here any day. Any day now. My wife's been promising me for the last week and a half that any day now, that baby's going to be here. It's due on December 4th. She thought it was going to be here November 20th, give or take. But any day now, since how it's December 1st, it should be here.
So you're thankful over the new baby? You don't even see its face
I'm not even seeing its
more
face
than
yet.
Camden?
No. I'm thankful for Camden.
There you go. Don't forget Camden.
I can't forget Camden. That's my buddy. You know what he told me the other day?
Love to hear it.
I said, I love you so much, Daddy. You know what my heart did? Melted.
Yeah.
Melted it.
I'm thankful for children also.
Yeah.
I'm happy that my children tell me they love me.
Yeah.
Then they belittle me. Then they yell chocolate milk my sippy cup at the top of their lungs.
And they tell you you're not likable.
That's what they tell me. Enjoy your kids while you can, Lucas.
Yeah.
Who else you thankful of?
I'm thankful for this house and this land that I live on. Thankful for a man like Gene Hickman that made it possible.
I like to thank the Kennedys as well.
Yeah.
They give me a lot of farmland to live on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Barry Kennedy, for that. I like to thank them for farmland and blue eyes, and I'd like to thank the Spivey's for my filthy, dirty mouth.
I thank them for that also.
And maybe the man I am today.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to thank the man himself, Shaquille O'Neal, for also making me the man I am today.
Yeah.
It was great having a black 7-foot man as a father figure growing up.
A hell of a father figure, I would say.
It was great.
It was great.
What else are you thankful for?
The life.
Can you dig it?
The life I get to live
In America.
in America. And
Because?
are you getting ahead of me? You're a little ahead of me. But I'll go on. I'll go on where you're going. Because of the servicemen and women that they're fighting to protect our freedoms.
Are you telling me we can thank military men other times other than Memorial Day?
Yes. Yes, you can. And here's
Veterans Day?
Here's a big handshake from the OLR podcast.
And a proverbial thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
I'm thankful for this podcast.
I'm thankful for this
Every
podcast.
week, I get to look at you.
Every week or so, realistically.
Every two.
Every few weeks.
Once a month. We get to do what we
I'm
love.
thankful for this podcast. I'm thankful for it all the time, but we get to do it once a month.
And I'm thankful for the pretty some bitches that
All you pretty some bitches that listen to us.
25, 30, give or take, have a celebrity, maybe 100.
However many of you there are, And I know there's some of you out there downloading this 2 or 3 times for us, and I appreciate you most of all.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate the hell
I
out of you.
appreciate you as much as I appreciate Showtime. Cinemax, a.k.a.
Skinemax.
Skinemax 1995. It helped me get through puberty and that weird stage of my life. So thank you, Skinemax 1995.
Thank you, all of you listeners, as much as we thank Skinemax. You've done as much for us as Skinemax did.
Thank you, Asian Massages.
Where are we going to be without them?
I don't know. Not a life I want to live.
Thank you, Jeremy Mackey.
Always. Thank you, Jeremy Mackey.
Just in general. Thank you, buddy. I'm just really thankful right now. I'm really thankful.
It's the time of year.
It's that time of year. I just feel it in my heart.
I don't know how thankful I'm going to be in 2 weeks, but here we are on the cusp of Thanksgiving. I'm thankful.
Tomorrow, I don't feel like I'm going to be very thankful because I think I'm going to get it all out right now.
Thankful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the fans and thank you, Jesus. That's what I'm thankful for the most.
Sweet.
That's the reason for the season.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Is Thanksgiving season?
Yeah. Yep. I think
It's part of it, isn't it?
Yep.
It's close enough to Christmas.
Yep. So we're thankful. The One Lane Road Podcast is thankful. We're thankful for all of you.
If there's one thing we are,
it's thankful. We're also humble. Humble and thankful.
Probably the
That's us. Whenever somebody asks for 2 words that describe the One Lane Road Podcast, it's humble and thankful.
Every time.
Every time. Every time. So for me and the One Lane Road Podcast, I say thank you, listeners. We love you.
Long time.
We love you long time. And we'll see you next week.